What
Oh my
politics?
god. 7 hours later.
Hello, everybody. We're live. Welcome back to Adventures of the Trackless Sea. Exactly.
Hello.
You can only expect
Should've
quality
prepared me
content here.
So I would have had a good one.
Only quality content.
Sorry, Jeanette.
Wait, quality content. So,
See.
okay, I'm gonna have everybody roll d6, including me, and a 6 is a reroll.
2.
2.
3.
I got a 1.
I got a knife.
I don't know what number is good or bad.
I'm waiting on one person. I'm sorry.
Can you hear us, Maddie?
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh.
So she got a...
She's doing something else.
Oh, I'm tweeting to this bread.
So Maddie, what happened last session? No, I'm kidding. So last session,
That look she gave you is priceless. It looks up from her tweet like, "Don't you dare."
last time, the group took a brief pause after fighting the Blue Coven, a coven of sea hags that work under Hydra, the evil arch-elemental of water.
Former.
Former. But Teferi, the planeswalker from Magic the Gathering series, joined them to help subdue Hydra. He gave the group, during their brief pause between fighting the hags and trying to catch up to wherever Hydra went, gave the group an iron flask that he was planning on using on her. And Azra has it, and it has a entity in it that is not Hydra. The Trackless crew finally caught up to Hydra, who was attempting to heal while inside a sphere of ice of her own creation. Varth immediately finished her off with a powerful firestorm spell cast inside the sphere, vaporizing her instantly and causing the black coral castle to start collapsing. Quickly escaping back to the material plane, the group leaves the realm to the sea dragon Unbrep Krasil. They head back to Port Naranzaru in order to take a much-needed rest. Now the group plans, after a few days, maybe a week or two, or a 10-day or two of R&R, to finally head to Candlekeep to research all they can on aboliths and other magical things, and maybe where Azra's family is. So, you guys are like, and we're going, and somebody casts teleport, and you guys are at your ship, or you guys going
no, we I think we're at the ship. So yeah, we were
it's missing the sails and it's on cinder blocks.
Yeah, okay. So
and we were going to walk the rest of the way to Candlekeep and/or Dagger's village, considering it would be hard to teleport there because none of us, only one of us have ever seen it, and it's the one person that doesn't know how to teleport.
Can we get horses?
We can horses, or we can just get horses.
You guys teleport to the docks of Boulder's Gate, where your ship was.
Oh, my leg hurts. Doc.
Your ship is perfectly fine. Do you check with the port master?
If we check with him, he's going to ask us for money.
We owe him money, so
Damn it.
Actually, I feel like we don't. It hasn't been that long since we left. It's been a week at most.
It feels much longer, but you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like real life, it's been like 3 months, but in game, it's been like a week at most. I think.
Yeah, no. I mean, Azra's also like, we kind of killed a demigod in the meantime, so.
Oh yeah, no, I know. We just don't owe him.
You notice that none of your crew is on the ship, and there are a few people, mostly guards, from Boulder's Gate. Actually, no, not guards. Members of the Flaming Fist.
I was gonna say, members of the Flaming Fist,
on your ship.
Guards.
Our teleport landed us on our ship, so we go out on the deck and we don't recognize anybody. I'm like, can we help you? Can we ask what's going on?
Hello.
Hey, Captain of the Flaming Fist here. We were told to hold on to the ship. It was only paid for 2 days.
It was not 2 days.
So now it's
Was it 2 days?
Are you the owners of this ship?
Do we remember
3
whether it was
weeks.
2 days?
You just
3
paid the
weeks.
entry fee.
It was 3 weeks.
You can give me an insight check. Why not? On this guy.
No, I gave the guy that was on the ship 100 gold and told him to make sure that all the expenses were paid and everything. I'm gonna find that little fuck. Also, we left an orphan on this ship.
Oh yeah.
Well, now there's an orphan in the city.
Well, yeah, it was an orphan from this city, so
I got
like
a 12 on the inside.
An orphan in Baldur's Gate? No way.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Kevin, I
Azra
think
got
he
like
said
an
got a
11.
12 on insight check.
Wow.
What?
We all
Yeah.
suck.
Why
So
not?
how much exactly is owed here?
It looks like the total was supposed to be 100 gold. None of it was paid.
I used persuasion.
damn it.
Yo, that is paid. I got the receipts right here.
Hey, Azra, cast
Mhm.
hunting and see where our crewman is that I paid to pay the fucking docking fee.
Okay. Do you want me to scry him or send a message?
I was just gonna say send a message if you scry him,
23
it just
for
tells us
my-
where he is.
23 for my deception to deceive him into thinking we definitely paid.
I
by
mean,
showing
for all
the
you know, he's
receipts.
boning down right now.
What do you show him?
Oh. Yeah, okay. I
Receipts
can't
from-
send it.
The receipts for when we docked at a prior dock, because there's no way our ship could have made a perfect beeline
It's true.
without docking along
It's
the
true.
way.
We docked at Port Narrandar, probably.
Okay.
Yeah, so probably
It's like covering up the
It
location
is-
with your finger.
It is also, I should mention, it's at
There
a-
are so many.
and it is not raining. It's maybe partially cloudy this early morning. It's like 8 in the morning. Because you guys have been in another plane of existence.
Yeah.
So you don't even know what time it was.
See, the receipt right here. We paid it. It's right here. The guy's name was
Brad. Same.
Ah,
Bradfield.
all right.
Wow. Good team
God,
effort.
it's like the
Team
way
effort.
that me and Hera make up lies in the Magical Girls game.
Oh God, it's so horrible. We'll never succeed.
Ah, okay then.
So, you talk to Bradfield.
All right, boys, let's wrap it up. Let's get out of here. And he has all the Flaming Fist members leave your ship. There were like 20 of them. And it wasn't
Where
just
are our
on the ship.
crewmen?
It was
Yeah.
like on the
get
docks
seamen
around it. And they're like, I don't know. Wasn't paid to know that.
It's true. They're disclosed. I mean, we're
Varth
at
just
port.
looks back at you guys after
You know
they
what?
get out of
You look
earshot,
like
and he
you
goes,
look like honest folk. I'll give you a warning. This place is kind of dangerous, but it has. I'll give you good news though. One of the dukes died recently, and it seems that the place has been getting a lot better since then.
Sorry. That's just funny good news. Good news. Somebody died.
You remember the last time you were here?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's just,
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
good news, everyone.
Good news, everyone.
I wasn't getting paid by her.
No, that's good. Duchess. Anyway, yes, that's good. That's good.
So do you want me to cast sending and find the
Yeah,
dude?
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay.
The orphan's not in his crib. Or, I mean, barrel.
Jesus Christ, Baron.
Fucking dead. We put him in the captain. I'm gonna go check the captain quarters and see if they fucking stole our maps
That's a
and
good
shit.
idea.
I already stole those.
Give me an investigation check.
Oh, me?
Yep, you're investigating.
22. 22.
Wow,
They
you must have
stole-
rolled a 1.
They stole a few odds and ends, but nothing that wasn't of direct value. So all your maps and stuff are fine.
Oh, okay.
Wow, we hired some of the dumbest motherfuckers in the world. Maps are
Damn.
like super valuable.
Damn pirates.
Or they're just aware that Dagger would fuck them up if
But
they
you
stole the
notice,
maps.
Yep.
you notice
That's
that
the only thing I care about. Like,
Yeah.
the things are missing are very subtle. They probably didn't steal the maps because that would have been really obvious they were stolen. But you do notice maybe 25 gold worth of stuff total everywhere on the ship was stolen. Just little knickknacks here and there, like a candle, Albra's missing, things like that.
Hey, they stole all
I
the
bet they
napkin
didn't-
rings in the kitchen.
Oh, and the towels.
I bet
in the
they didn't
bathroom,
expect us to,
They're gone.
they didn't expect
Yeah.
us to be back yet.
oh,
There's no
definitely
more
not.
towels in the bathroom.
We have a bathroom?
It's called the head. It's at the front.
There's no more towels in it.
That's not a cool term. Let's call it the head because it's at the head of the ship.
Yeah.
But we can
Anyway.
find plenty of seamen in the tavern over there to pilot the ship.
My
Pilot the
God.
ship.
I'm gonna put my fingers in my ears and
We
cast
already had
safety.
someone try to pirate the ship. That's why stuff is gone.
We should move the ship, or at least put the club on it, as in Verm. Give him a club and tell him to keep people off the ship.
Who the fuck is Worm?
You mean Vorm?
Or
My
There
God.
you go.
Can we get several like golems and call them all variations on his name?
No, one's
Verm,
Verm,
Vorm, Varm, and Vim.
one is Yost, one's
Mhm.
Hertz. He mentioned
No,
a
we don't
character
need
from
Hertz.
Retroverse.
Yeah,
Hertz just
I
gets
know.
knocked down too much.
And oh, ouch. The
Oof.
So yeah, you guys are the only ones on this boat, and there's like no one giving security for this boat at all now. It's just sitting
Dope.
there.
You want me to
so
take the
do
ship?
we still need the boat?
I mean, not
we spent a
really.
lot of money on the boat. I want to
Mhm.
keep it.
Why don't
I
we
can-
put it somewhere else?
It's
Why
a-
don't we actually hire somebody that's worth their weight and that
I
we
don't
know
think-
where they are and can
I don't think
scry on them
anybody is-
easily?
In
Or
Baldur's
we
Gate.
could just
Everybody
move the ship
sucks
We
here.
ourselves.
just fucking go somewhere else. We can go to Chalton and
That's true.
find somebody.
That's true.
We could
Or
just
we could
move
just
the
put
ship
the boat
ourselves.
near that like rotating island. Nobody knows where the fuck that is. It'll be
I
fine.
can-
Valid, but
I can literally
How?
turn into water and move it myself.
I can
We could just move the
shift
ship
the
ourselves.
whole ship somewhere.
can you shift the whole ship into Azra's
That's
demiplane?
Exactly.
No, because you
Ooh,
don't know
Too small. But
It's-
that would be cool.
I've reread. I've
that
reread.
Demiplane's too small.
and you need to don't you need to cast demiplane to get to a demiplane?
No, yeah. Oh, yes, actually, yes. You're right.
Because
Actually, maybe you might be
I
able
can
to
take it
teleport.
to my
I
plane.
will look it up.
And also, Demiplane is a lot smaller than
Yeah.
what I
Yeah.
thought it was.
That was
I
what I
might have
said.
gave you creative liberties last time.
Eh,
I can take it to my plane.
we got
There's
the
nothing
demiplane.
there really.
That's true.
Suddenly, you
Yeah,
guys are
fine.
teleported, and you're inside this.
Demiplane
weird
is 30 feet in each dimension.
oh yeah,
So
no.
that's not going to fit a boat.
Yeah, that's gonna be a
You
Um,
teleport to an airport, and there's just a plane that has the Baron's face on the side.
says not, bitch.
do you have a pool of water in your demiplane, Baron?
It's not a demi-plane.
In your plane, in your whatever?
Yes. It's a whole planet.
You what now?
Back in the day, we used to do that.
Who lives on your plane?
Wait, is it just empty?
I haven't been there in like 600. Well, I did go there to grit stuff, and it was robbed. So someone was there.
Someone robbed your demiplane? Wait, did they leave behind a tiny canary feather? Just curious.
Yeah.
There was
Yeah,
a
it's-
guy in the city of glass that left one behind after he
Yeah.
stole an
So,
entire church.
You find a
Remember
half
the,
orc, and
the
he's
whole
eating,
building,
and
not
he's eating
just
hands.
the insides of it.
Thing is, hear me out. We hire some actually efficient person that we can trust, and we ask for a lock of their fucking hair so we can scry on them more easily if they try to nope out with our fucking boat. It's
I'm
not
just
like
saying
do
we
a
can intimidate
background
with
check.
that lock of hair. Yikes.
I mean, I can, but I'm gonna assume most people aren't really gonna ping off of legend lore.
Be right
I'm
back.
having flashbacks to the hag incident, so just don't ask me questions
Okay.
from
Ian
now.
and Scotty, can I teleport back to Naranzaru real quick? Grab some of my cultists, bring them back here.
Oh my god, I
and
forgot
have them
your
watch our ship
fucking
for us?
cultists.
Oh, I forgot about the people who worship the Baron.
I mean,
Just love that 2 out of the 4 players in this game have a cult. I just would like that to be known.
you can, but it'll cost the spell slots needed for it. If you're fine with that.
Hey, I don't have a cult. We're called religious heretics.
Remember,
So
I think.
2 uses of teleport.
Yeah, remember the
Yeah.
limit of the amount of people for teleport as well.
Hey,
I mean, my cult's not
That's
that
plenty.
quick. How big is my cult now?
Is it more than 10 people? Because that's what teleport can take.
Yes. The fact that he has to figure it out, that does feel my heart.
last I heard, it was like 3 people.
Mm-hmm.
I actually literally just rewatched that episode because I was doing the quick math to see how much money we had left over.
You know, it's a lot more than 3 people.
I will grab.
You don't know the exact number. I mean, it's not like you keep like a tally. But...
Yeah, I tell them to do a census, but I will bring back 5 of the most, not necessarily competent, but 5 of the more loyal members to watch the ship. I'm like, everybody, these 5 people will watch the ship until we figure out what to do with it. They are extremely loyal.
Okay.
I look over at one of them and I randomly say, "Who do you serve?"
The Baron.
My lord, the Baron.
Oh God.
As he's got a
He
goatee.
even speaks like you.
And he's all slop.
Ugh.
Gross.
Is he wearing a conquistador helmet?
Up with his own design, kind of.
Okay.
That reminds me. I'm looking at the.
I look at the helmet that the Baron has, and I look at his helmet, and I go, "You need to work on the helmet."
You guys,
But I
look,
trust
you guys look at your sailing ship and realize you need a crew of 30.
Well, like I said, the 5 will watch it until we figure out what to do with it, because we want to go to Candlekeep.
Yeah.
Actually, you do know I can just
We just
move
need
the
to
water
make sure
under the
that-
ship, right?
The ship is still here when we get back.
That's cool
all.
and all. How long can you do that?
He gives
A
bow.
crew can
he gives
sail
you
for
a bow.
24 hours. You have a
Baron?
limited number of spell slots.
He gives you a bow, and as proper as you think he can do, but he's not. He hasn't practiced, or that, or
It's
he
okay.
just doesn't know how to do it right.
It is the concept that matters most.
He got a 6.
Meanwhile,
he got a 6 on performance. Is why.
meanwhile, Dagger is like going through the log book of the finances, and we have 8,000 gold,
Oh, you said.
and that's just
Maybe
that's,
don't say that too loudly.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that to you guys in the captain's quarters
Okay.
before Baron comes back. That's not counting the 5K that we have stashed aside to eventually upgrade the orphanage. That's in like a savings account in Port Naranjaro in the temple of.
Joaquin.
There we go. My brain was like, legit, and I'm like, nope, that's not the right one. Not the right god.
Wait, what's a savings account?
We've literally talked about this, like when we set it up. You put money in there and it makes more money.
Oh, that thing. Gotcha.
Sounds like some voodoo magic.
Yeah, it is. It's called math.
So Azra was going to cast Sending.
Certainly sounds like voodoo magic to me.
Scares the shit out of some poor random sailor.
Oh God, she said math. Run!
So Azra, you were going to cast Sending?
Yeah, do we still want me to do that at some point?
I mean, I would still like to know what
Find
the
the
fuck happened
dudes.
to our crew.
Yeah, okay.
Meanwhile, in hell.
Yeah, Azra's gonna cast Sending to the captain of the dudes that we hired, and she's gonna try her best to be threatening. I don't think she's very good at it.
What do you do with your 25 word limit?
Oh God.
Where the fuck?
Hey.
Hey!
You were looking after our ship, and now you're not. Where's our money? Fuck you, man. Where you at? That's it.
I love Azra. That's the best.
You get back.
How does he respond to something?
That's all you get back.
Oh.
He's asleep.
He's snoring into my head.
What time is it?
8
No, it's
PM?
7:30.
a.m. Actually, you know what?
Oh.
It's been a bit. You guys have been sitting here scrambling about stuff, so it's probably around 9ish.
Dag, he's asleep. I don't know what to do now.
I'm gonna go find the port master.
I'm gonna cast scrying before you do that.
I mean, you're probably
we
just
gotta
gonna
find
see him in some indistinguishable tavern room.
That's true. That's true.
It's not like
Okay,
you're gonna
never
see
mind.
the room of the tavern or the name of the tavern.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go find the port master because supposedly somebody must have seen these fuckers abandon ship.
All right, you find the port master. Pretty easy to find. out.
Hey, that's our ship, and our crew is MIA. Do you happen to have any idea where they went or when you last saw them?
What's the name? He pulls out a list.
Fuck, the hell's the name for a ship?
Dirty.
No, it is
I
not the
can-
dirty toe. I will
can
fucking
read-
stab you.
I can read the side of your ship, ma'am. What's your name? What is it registered under?
Oh, it's under Dagger Catterley.
Dagger Catterley. He's like going through like his documents. He's like,
I will tell him the
Ah.
day. It shouldn't have been that long ago.
it appears that your ship has been reposed.
Oh, what now?
I don't know the right term in real life. You parked there too long.
Repossessed.
Repossessed. Yes. Thank you.
Cool. That's great. It's our ship, and I'm going to pay for getting it back, and I need to know what happened to my
We
crew
already
because
paid.
they should
Receipt.
have fucking paid
Receipt.
for it.
Give me a deception check on him.
Who? Me with the receipt or?
No, you also give advantage because
The
Dagger
Baron continuously flaring the receipt around from some other port. Receipt, receipt. We already paid. Receipt.
27.
Holy shit.
16 plus 11.
Lying is the Baron's forte.
Waterdeep Docks? Oh, that must have been written incorrectly. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, why would we go to Waterdeep and then back?
Oop. Uh-oh. Am I
Duh,
frozen?
someone used the wrong paper.
No, I'm here.
Oh.
Hello.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Oh, all right. Maddie was just so stationary, I thought she froze, while Kevin and Dagger were actually frozen.
No, I think like everybody froze a little bit. I don't know.
Maddie's just sitting there, just staring, like not moving. Meanwhile, like everyone else is frozen, and I'm like, "Hello."
Hello.
He says,
did my internet go down? And
Go.
Scott's like, "No, I'm still here," and I'm like, "Okay."
Don't leave me.
Don't leave me alone.
the portmaster says to you, I see it was an honest mistake on my part. Pretty sure this is my handwriting. You don't need to worry about a fee. I apologize.
It's okay. It happens every now and then.
Lovely.
There must be thousands of ships that come through here.
Also, did you happen to see what happened to our crew?
I'm going to see. I don't pay attention to that. I apologize.
Dang it.
The Baron goes to a local whorehouse and
Yeah.
Asks if they
The
know
nearest
where the crews are.
bar. Like, I'm not even joking. The nearest cheapest bar is 100% where a shitload of
Well,
sailors that haven't
I'll
been to shore in a
Stay
while
with
would
the
go.
ship.
Give me an intelligence check as you try to remember what the sailors and the captain's faces and physical
It's
features
been
look
2
like.
I do that?
days.
Can I
It's
do
been
that?
like 4 days, and we were with them for 2 months while we sailed here.
Okay, that's
We know these people very
Like
well.
it's been like 2 months in real life, but in game it's barely been a week
give
at
me,
most.
You can just give me an investigation check with Azra helping, so you have advantage. As you guys look
I'm
around
so
the local
intelligent.
bars.
Oh yeah, Azra
Prime.
make the check and I'll help. Because you
Wait.
actually would be great at this, because you're an urchin. You know the city better than I do.
Oh, that's true, actually.
You
Yeah.
go through one of the back alleyways that you're pretty sure you would have been able to go through when you were a tiny little child.
Oh no.
Now it's kind of like a tight alleyway.
Oh man.
There's
I actually eat food now, so that helps.
There's a man on the other side of the alleyway unconscious, and it's really hard to recognize him because of the scruff, but it was the captain of your ship.
Was.
Found him.
Is he dead?
I say was because I don't think you guys want him here as a captain anymore.
Oh, no.
No.
He's fired.
No, he
Oh,
was
but he's
storing in my
not
head a while
dead.
ago.
No, he's
He was
Okay.
storing in my head, so he's fine.
He
He's
reeks of booze, and you see him just pass down awkward position in a pile of trash.
Oh,
Yeah, he probably wishes he was dead right now.
wait.
Yeah, he's going to in a minute.
Before we wake him up, I will pee on him.
Do not pee on him.
Why?
I mean, I feel like
It seems
Azra, we
fun.
might have invited this on ourselves, considering we did bargain with him and tell him that his
I was going to just.
the revenge that he was allowed that one shopkeeper was to pee in his house rather than like
Oh,
senselessly
Yeah.
I
murder
just
him.
think it would be funny. It's what we used to do with the drunks back in the army when I was in Ixalian. Like if they fell asleep by drinking too much, which was against the rules, they'd pee on them and they wake up and be like, "Oh no, I peed all over myself," and we'd be like, "Haha, piss breath."
these are the shenanigans people think that we got up to in wizard boarding school. I promise you, we didn't.
I hear you didn't
dang.
have toilets for a while.
Yeah, that was a phase. We don't talk about that.
Prestidigitation. Anyway.
Oh, God. We do not speak of her in this house.
I
Pulls out a
kicked
cross.
the guy awake.
Okay, you kick him awake, and oh yeah, he doesn't have boots. He's barefoot, but he's wearing like commoner's clothes, and it's like covered in stains and stuff.
It's been like 2
It's
days,
been
man.
2 days, my man. Jesus Christ. He probably spent all our fucking money at the bar.
Hold on.
It's been a
And
10.
got himself robbed.
I believe the Flaming Fist said it was a lot more than 2 days.
Yep.
How has it been more than it's been like a couple of days, maybe. Definitely
Planar-
not more than
Wibbly
Planar
that.
time
wobbly.
dilation.
Plainy, weemy magic.
Planar time dilation.
Damn it.
I'm still kicking him awake.
Yeah, okay. Lethal or non-lethal?
Non-lethal. I have a -1 strength.
I kick him in the jugular.
No, if I wanted him dead, there are much easier ways for me to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, your kick knocks him.
I just want to wake him up, but I don't want to touch him because he's disgusting and he's been sleeping in the gutter.
You kick him conscious with one good quick kick to the side of his ribs, and not a super strong kick, just enough to be like and wake you up. He gets up, takes him a second. His eyes are like squinting. You notice they're like bloodshot. He's definitely like super hungover, and he recognizes your face, and he's like, I can explain.
Mm-hmm. You better start.
Before I kill you by drinking your blood.
I was just gonna banish him. I'm like holding up my staff all scary like.
I like how Dagger rode up in here and is the most pissed. And is the one like, no need for violence. But the two of them are like, I'm gonna murder a bitch.
An inferno. Good cop, bad cop.
I mean, banishment probably
Good cop,
wouldn't
bad cop, bad
kill
cop.
him. Banishment would just scare the shit out of him, that's all.
So he goes to explain the story of what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Him and the first mate, he doesn't know where the rest of them are, went to a tavern called the Low Lantern. And they were doing gambling there, and they started scoring good. And I'll say with your guys, you're so high level, and you guys got proficiencies in persuasion and intimidation. You're able to get everything out of him.
What's the
at one
Baron's
point.
intimidation score? Do you have proficiency in that?
I don't know. I'm mainly a deceptive.
Pretty much, he gambled away the 100 gold you gave him.
Only a +5 because my.
Oh, okay. I'm not proficient
But
either.
he earned 1,000 gold from it, and then he spent a whole bunch of it on booze, and then kept gambling while super drunk, and just didn't stop because he was so drunk.
That's great. What happened to the child you were watching?
Last he saw was she was at that tavern,
What was the name of the tavern again?
the Low Lantern.
How many days ago was that?
At this point, he's like crying, but I'll say it was like.
I mean,
7
yeah, he
days.
fucking deserves it. You just abandoned a kid. No, stop.
And you're pretty sure it is of self-pity.
This Baron's just like, shh. It's just gonna break its neck.
Where do we hire this chucklehead?
Port down
Cult?
Zaru.
We should send a message at some point to what's his name
You cascade
to never ever hire.
You cascade
to
just to
never
push his
hire
drunk
this
ass back to
fuckerhead
Port
again.
Narnzaru.
Just use gate to send him back to Barnsaru and nothing
Wait,
else.
didn't we hire a bunch of these people through those merchant prince fellas?
Mesro, yeah. A lot of them
Yeah.
are Mesroian.
Yeah. We need to talk about their quality.
Yeah.
This man has a disease. There's 12 steps to get away from it.
You're also got to keep in mind they've been stuck in the same city for lifetimes. They don't know about
Wait, this man
outer
was this
cultures
man
and
from
such.
Mesro? I thought he was from.
No, this one's from
the
the captain was
city.
Port Narnzar. There was
Yeah.
a mix between both Mesro
Yeah.
and Port
So
Narnzar.
let us go and find our.
The low lantern.
Yes, we go and find the low-hanging lantern.
Okay.
You know,
And
we're
I do
never
not
gonna
let.
get to that Candleseep.
I know.
I can just tell. Why don't we just transport the whole ship in on top of the library?
I don't want to break it, and I feel like that's a good way to get kicked out of the library.
Dagger,
But
give me
it's
a
new
history
knowledge.
check on Candlekeep. I'll give you advantage. I'll give you double proficiency because you are so obsessed with
I
Candlekeep.
already
You are
have double proficiency in history.
You have
Double the
the
double
double.
4 times.
You have triple proficiency specifically for Candlekeep, just because you are
Dagger
so
was
obsessed
born
with
to
it.
make this check.
So that's a plus 18, plus 5.
Hang on. This seems fitting. I'm spending my bardic inspiration.
Yeah, nice.
Roll 1. Did you max?
No. However, I got a 40.
Oh my God.
You
Found
know.
an accuracy what
you gave
now?
me fucking triple
Of course.
proficiency.
No, okay, so you know
That makes
Candlekeep.
my history bonus a 20
You know
plus 20
divination
plus a
magic?
d12 on the dice and say that again.
You know divination magic doesn't work in Candlekeep. Things can't be magically teleported to and from Candlekeep. You've heard
I
that
didn't say
even during the
into it.
even during the times of troubles, when the gods were on the earth or on Torel, sorry, wrong campaign setting.
Yeah, it's not Orth.
That even they could not just teleport themselves in.
Wait.
Do we have an
Candlekeep's protected by
there
a very
are
powerful light.
there are ship ports on Ravnica, aren't there? Are there? I don't know. It's a big ass city, probably not.
Also, you know of
There's
these
huge
magical
reservoirs.
flying ships called Spelljammers that have not been able to dock at Candlekeep either.
Because I'm thinking I want to put the ship somewhere safe, but we can't obviously just teleport it back to Fort Narnzar because we can't teleport it. But if we were to send it to a different plane, we could do that. You could do that. Are you okay? What are you looking at?
I'm putting it in the chat. Let me
Oh,
see.
okay.
I was looking at maps of Candlekeep and I saw something. I was like, wow, that is.
Is it shaped like a dick? It's probably a map shaped like a penis, knowing Kevin.
Yeah.
Got him.
10 years of marriage, people.
It's in the Trackless Sea. It's in our private Discord.
Oh yeah, that's straight up a dick though. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Is that on this map? Yep.
Like
That's
wood.
that's a penis.
Cloak wood, people.
That's a penis.
Yeah. Anyway.
I saw a map. I was looking at maps of Candlekeep and I saw one that had water near it. I was like, I thought it was inland. It is.
When you draw a
It's turning out
coastline,
lake.
you have one job.
But
I don't think that was it.
I bet they did that on purpose.
Fog.
It's
Probably,
right near
yeah.
a massive city. You
Yeah.
gotta have done that dick on purpose, people.
Right.
Fog obscures the low lantern until you get within 100 feet of it, whereupon its tall masts creaking and creaking bulk come into view. The converted ship has rigging but no sails, and is anchored to the wharf by thick chains. A wooden staircase climbs to the wharf's edge to the main deck. A lantern at the bow casts an eerie green light to signify that the tavern is open for business. Now, pretty much what I'm describing is, this was a ship turned into a tavern, and it's been lifted out of the water permanently.
where does fog come from?
Fuck if I know. I mean,
Uh,
we're in a port
is-
city.
Dagger knows that
Is this fog
Baldur's
natural?
Gate is known for its fog,
Oh.
and they use green flames in their lanterns to show like, hey, this place is open.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
I go in.
We all go in.
A better question is, do they use red flames when they're closed?
There's no flames when
Green
they're closed.
flame.
Oh.
Disappointing.
Uh,
Blue for a medical emergency.
I'm sorry. I was just like, I feel kind of bad that we left Varth on the ship, who could we have left there that would, be up to it? I'm just imagining just leaving Vorm at the front of the ship with just the instructions: punch anyone that comes on deck that isn't us.
I have my cultists there. There's 5.
Oh shit, that's right. Never mind.
Yeah.
We'll bring Varth with us.
Okay.
I was gonna say we could have left the NPCs, but
and then have Born there, and then just like have like a piece of paper and just a nail on his head that's like
Just
you're not
BRB.
allowed on this ship as he like punches them.
Do not
just says
enter.
no.
Beware golem.
No. The ship belongs to the Trackless Sea Crew.
Yeah.
Enter
I
at
want to
your
beware
own
of
risk.
golem sign.
I
That's
thought we were-
hilarious.
Beware
Very
dead
dangerous.
golem inside.
Beware dead golems.
Anyway, so
Go
Yeah,
in
so
peace.
what's this place look like when we walk in?
you guys, you gotta walk in onto the deck, just like normal, but it's lifted. It's lifted up. The
If
main
we
deck.
see a gentleman in a white suit talking like Froghorn, Leghorn, we leave.
The main deck of this old ship features wooden steps that climb to the forecastle and the off-castle, and another set of stairs descending into the ship. A padlocked wooden hatch is fitted to the windows to act as a skylight for the deck below. A tavern proper, visible visible through the hatch's glass panes. You
I look
see-
down to see what looks like it's going on in there.
It's a tavern. You can see like a bar. You see a bartender.
Do we see anyone we recognize?
You see stairs
Does-
that go further down.
Anything look out of place? Like a
I mean,
succubus
it's a
behind the bar or a Baylor serving up cards.
No,
Just
they're most of
Out
them
of
are
the
normal.
ordinary.
That's normal. Hey, if
Actually-
we drop trout, they're going to see our butts.
Let's see.
'Cause it's a skylight.
Yes, they would.
You wanna moon 'em?
No. I'm going down into the bar to see if we recognize anyone.
Ugh, so bored.
I'm gonna stay near the entrance.
The
Just
cabin is
watching.
full of mismatched wooden furniture. Mismatched, not mashed. Including
They do the mash.
This furniture all looks like it's been crushed.
including a bed with posts carved to resemble mermaids, a nightstand, a wardrobe, and a bunch of other things. And I'm looking at the wrong room. That makes it very confusing. Cool.
I know.
It's
It's
like there's a bed.
Yeah, I'm
To be fair, if there was
as
a
I'm
bed in
reading-
the middle of
as
a
I read
tavern,
that-
I would totally go there.
as I read
Right.
that, I'm like, that can't be right. Okay, so you look inside. It's 8-foot high ceiling. There's a windowless. There's a bar. There's a bunch of couches, coffee tables, a table with a few patrons that seem to be gambling, and you see 3 human thugs and a bartender here. I would say maybe
Wow.
like 5 other guests, and they're all human. Maybe one of them's an elf or half elf.
Hey, Baron, you still know that disguise self spell?
I got a hat.
That doesn't work the same.
I don't know if I ever had that spell.
Okay, it's fine. I got major image.
I got invisibility.
That's not what I need. I need
Cause
to show
fear?
what the captain looked like, so I can ask if they've seen him or that random child.
Oh, what was the child's name again? I thought we sent them back to someplace safe.
Yeah, no, we put him on the ship because we were like, we're going now.
Okay,
instead
I'm
of
also confused. Was it a boy or a girl?
Her name was Anne. We'll just go with that.
okay.
I couldn't remember. It's been
Make it-
so long.
Make it real subtle.
Anne! 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 Oh, that's not Anne. That's Phil. Phil! Phil!
Oh my god.
I just ignore the dumbass screeching from across the room and go up to the bar.
Hmm.
Little orphan Annie!
You're gonna get us kicked out, Baron. Stop.
Oh,
Do you know the
there's a-
amount of shit you have to do to get kicked out of a bar in the seediest part of fucking
Well-
Baldur's Gate?
I am over 10,000
One-
years old. Yes,
one-
I do.
one edgy-looking guy is sitting in the corner, and you notice he has white long hair, and he has yellow cat-like eyes. And
Fuck.
he's drinking alone in the corner.
I don't trust him.
He's got a quest for us. Let's avoid him.
Yeah. I go up to the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm looking for somebody. You think you can help me?
I lean closer to the Baron.
I don't know.
You
A lot of
think he's
people.
a devil?
A lot of people are looking for someone in this town.
Maybe he's a
Yeah,
devil in
I'm
disguise.
looking
kind of
for
witch.
somebody that rolled in here and spent all of my money recently, and I'm real annoyed at him, and I'm willing to pay for it. And I'm gonna slide over 5 gold.
That knocks it down to a few people. There was
Yeah.
a ship that came in about a 10-day ago. A bunch of people came in and started betting all that money.
Yeah, those are the ones. They happen to have a child with them, and the kid is pretty much the only one worth their shit, and the only one I actually give a shit about, because the others are fucking useless, apparently.
She bought the
Any
child.
idea where they're? I did not buy the child! They're an orphan that we were going to look out for.
Are you a friend of what the girl say?
Dorothy?
Are you a friend of
Sometimes.
Azra's?
Yes. Azra's up there. I have no idea where Azra is.
Azra's back by the entrance.
She gives you. She's like eyeing you over.
Knew of the orphan or knew of the Azra?
Dagger, because that's the one she's talking to. And she asked Dagger, and Dagger's like, "Yeah, I'm a friend of Azra's." And she's like, "Okay, you stay here." And she goes to head downstairs.
There's another downstairs.
I guess. I don't know.
You guys peek downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Down there seems to be a gambling hall, and a bunch more couches and stuff.
Ooh.
But she comes back up with a little girl, and she's got red curly hair.
Lean into it, Scotty.
Might as well.
You don't look quite familiar, but we'll accept you anyway.
And she says, I didn't trust her with a bunch of sailors. Most of them went off to do other things, and she seemed alone. I've been taking care of her for the last few days.
Thank you. That was very kind of you.
No need to thank me. You owe me 20 gold.
Yeah, I was going to give that to her anyway. I'm going to give her 25.
Oh, that's a lot of money.
She saved a random child's life.
It's very dangerous to leave a little girl alone in the streets of Baldur's Gate.
She already was alone in the streets of Escape if you watch her. It is so scary. It turned her red.
And she immediately runs over to Azra because she recognizes Azra.
Just runs all the way upstairs.
Azra was the one that was like,
Dang.
we gotta take her back and stuff.
I think it was actually the Baron, because Azra wasn't there that day. But as soon as we got back to the ship, he's like, "Hey, I brought you a present," and just handed her a child. And she's like, "I don't want this." And the kid's like, "Are you my mommy?" And Ezra's just like,
okay. Yep. So she runs up to you.
Found the orphan and was like, Azra would like this.
So Azra, she runs.
I think she was selling newspapers or something.
She runs up to you, Azra, and is like, "Mommy." And she
borderline kidnapped an orphan.
Wait,
yeah, you basically asked, do they have a family? And then we're like, cool, we're your family now. Let's go.
Was it a human kid or a tiefling kid?
I don't know anymore.
I think it was
keeps
human.
changing.
Oh, fuck.
Was
I have no idea.
Was it a tiefling?
I don't know.
It is now.
Anymore.
No, wait. The tiefling was the one in Port Naranzaru. That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, human girl.
Okay.
Katrina, rewatch
Tiefling
that.
baby is already part of the.
I know
My
they were
computer
small.
can't handle it. My computer can't even fucking handle the treasure document.
True.
To be fair, we have a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Anyways.
And I actually did
"That's
the
a lot
math
of
now,
treasure."
and I know how much money we have. Which, by the way, I'm gonna need to put some money out of the bag of holding because I am broke now. I just gave that woman the last of my gold.
Okay, I have plenty of teleport charges, by the way, so I might just like take her to the orphanage now.
That might be smart. Yeah.
So
Yes,
I'll
we'll
do
wait.
that. I will explain to her where we're going first, by the way.
Do you
Into
need
a new
do you
home
need money,
full of
Dagger?
strange people.
But there's
What was
kids,
that?
and they're like you, and you'll get
Do
to
you
learn
need money?
magic, possibly. It'll be fun. I promise.
Oh no, it's fine. I just have to pull it out of the bag of holding.
Remember, the sweet spot is right here when you need to stab someone.
Oh my god. I block her ears.
Thanks, Uncle Baron.
Thanks, Uncle Baron.
Yes.
We're all related.
Uncle Baron. Auntie Azra. Yes. Yeah, so I'll cast teleport once with my staff, and then normally to get myself back here.
Okay. You deposit one, the little, like, up in the top right, it says 1 out of 1 orphans rescued.
Yay! Achievement get.
Achievement unlocked.
Yes. So I'll make sure to like introduce her to people before I teleport back and be like, "This is Steve. Steve, be friends with Anne, please." Cool. Yeah. And once that's done, once she seems like she's chill and happy and
And
not
meanwhile, Steve is
hugely
like
traumatized.
Steve is like Aang from Avatar, spinning the orbs around only they're water. Look what I can
Yeah.
do!
Aw.
That's cool.
It's like,
He's
look
like
what I
trying
can
to
do.
impress her. Yeah. But when
Because
she
they all
seems
know how to
happy, I'll
control
teleport
like
back
the
to.
shape water spell from Kinkus.
So do we actually remember from our time in Ravnica, when we were flying around above the city, did we see any like bits of water that were possibly large enough and deep enough to contain a ship? At least, like, just if it's docked, it doesn't need to go anywhere.
Yes, you saw a giant crater in part of the city that seemed to be filled with water, but there were a lot of stuff built around it, like docks and such.
That's perfect. I like that idea. I think we should ask the Baron to take the ship there so that we don't have to worry about it, and it's with people we trust, because I trust the people of Ravnica a lot more than I trust the people of our own plane a little bit right now, just because, like, we saved their entire planet.
Do you think we're going to have to pay them too, though?
Probably.
Probably, but at least we know that they won't run off with our money and our orphans.
I
Yeah.
mean, this time we don't have orphans, thankfully.
Well, yeah, but we also spent a
That's
lot
true.
of money on this ship, and I kind of want to use it. I'm just saying.
All right. I can respect that.
Also, it was literally gifted to us by a god. I feel like we should respect that a little bit.
That's true.
I mean, okay. By the way, I can control weather for 8 hours, so I technically could sail the ship by myself for about that long.
Hey,
Upstairs.
you okay over there?
Yeah.
So Baron, we were wondering, would you be willing to plane shift our ship to Ravnica, to that big freighter that was filled with water and docks and whatnot, considering pretty much everybody on that plane likes and respects us, and pretty much no one on ours knows our names or gives two shits about us.
You, Baron, you know they're talking about, I believe it's Zenith 7? It's one of the giant oceans. Yeah, Zenith 7.
You want Ravnica and not someplace else, like Ixalian or Dominera,
I mean, do you not want to go back to Ravnica?
Enserad? It's just a city. I know Varth doesn't like it.
He's chill with it, and the thing is I actually trust the people there and know the people there, and if they fuck us over, we know most of the Primarchs? Is that what they're called?
Prions.
That sounds wrong, but okay. I don't remember. It was like
Okay.
long ago.
Give me a couple hours. I need to go, use the head.
That makes sense, yeah. So I was thinking about it.
I go and do that.
It is done.
Come back. So, the ship is there. Worm is there. My cultists are there. Chung is there.
Wait, no. Vorm and Chung and them are with us. We didn't leave them with the boat.
Oh, I thought they were down the deck. I just took their ship without checking. Oh, okay.
Meanwhile, at the bottom of the deck, one of the Simics is like, I don't like the design. It's all artificial. He walks off.
Oh, I leave a note stating that the ship is under ownership and everything, and then I make sure when my cultist goes to the Azores guild to get the proper paperwork so that it's legal. So.
Oh yeah, so we're going into your cultist thing. Like, what do they? What is their thing that makes them cultists of you? Do they like? Is it like self-admiration? Is it like beauty?
Worship me.
Do they think you're God?
Or is it just
Do you grant spells?
Or is it just purely they think you're a divine?
Do you answer prayers?
They worship.
First of all, whether or not I can grant spells or answer prayers is depending on where in the divine ranking I am, and that's up to the DM.
Yeah, you're not that far yet.
If on the other hand,
his reply
depends on what
was
sphere.
Instantaneous.
It also depends on what sphere you're in and how the other gods feel about sharing divine power.
Luckily, I'm in Torel. There's a god. You just spit and there's a new god.
Your
It's like,
cultists aren't anymore.
hey, look, Fender. I teach him the Warlock ways, and then other things. I gave him a primer, my history book.
We follow the traveler. They look at you.
They make a really weird looking symbol that looks melty.
2 hours later on Twitter, how dare Matthew Mercer at Scotty Hood? How dare you use my IP?
To use that.
I'm only coming out with a book in like a month. Jeez.
Yeah, like people watch this.
Yeah.
Or
Anyway,
the traveler from.
Anyway, so you got your ship in a safe, relatively safe location.
What's the orphan went to the orphanage? Okay, I missed a few moments in the head, as in I had a phone call. Apparently, Katrina's parents thinks I know taxes.
I mean, you file our taxes every year. You literally do taxes at work pretty fucking frequently.
No, I tell people it's 1098T. Stop asking me questions. I'm not a tax expert.
That's valid.
Oh, Lord Baron, the doer of taxes. The filer.
People, my secret is
the
turbo
defiler.
Yeah, your parents are like, remember the 1098 INT? No.
The deductor of sins.
The deductor.
10% of your sins.
Hey Azra, how long does your
I am form master of Guild Baron.
How long does your giant mouse last?
1 hour. But I can ritual cast it while we're riding him, so we can just like get off and get on. He's not a mouse anymore, by the way. He's a cat.
That's
How many
right,
people can ride upon your cat?
Yes.
I know it was
I just
really
hold eye contact for a very long time.
I know it was really crowded when we Jesus. The last time we used this when we were at the Shore of Dreams.
Can it fit 7
and it
people?
couldn't fit our party plus
True. But Dag, can you because this is a ritual spell.
I can
just copy it into your
people.
book. Could you copy the spell into your spell book and then we can both cast it?
Yes, I can.
Wow, how have we never fucking thought of that?
Because we haven't used the spell in like 8 years.
That's true.
The bartender at the low lantern that you guys have been debating high level shit at is like, there's wagons and stuff, right?
Yeah,
that costs money.
I want a big cat, man.
We do everything.
The level 19 wizard. I ain't using a wagon. Jeez.
Pain in the way. So you learn the ritual.
I have an idea for you.
Oh.
Unfortunately, it'll cost money.
So you don't have an idea for us.
You could hire adventurers to guard your wagon for you.
That's cute.
Trickle down adventure economics.
It's a big city. I'm sure we could find some adventurers willing to do their first quest.
I need all this gold to build my wizard tower. It's important.
I've got gold just waiting down my backpack.
I'm getting to that.
I thought it's mount.
Phantom Steed.
Is it Phantom Steed or mount?
It's third level.
So it would take 150 gold and I think 3 hours.
I can pay the gold if you're running low. I've still got some.
Or I can just take it out of the group fund.
That's true.
It's gonna help us, but help us all.
So, what's Dag's Phantom Steed gonna look like? I'm excited.
The giant dog that chases the giant cat.
It's
big dog and big cat.
It's a normal horse, but then it's just like the head is the Baron.
No, God, no!
That's terrifying.
That's terrifying.
That needs a monster stat block. I can't believe you've done this.
Hola.
No, do not want.
No. Nope.
I like that, Maddie. You were just a meme. Oh fuck! I can't believe you've done this.
That's the worst thing you've ever said in your life.
Sorry. The horse is Macho Randy Savage.
Oh my god! It's like the dragon mod in Skyrim. That's the worst.
Macho Man, sky's the limit.
Well, I mean, we're
Dagger.
fucking right here, so I'm gonna buy, I guess, a meal and some booze in this random bar.
Dagger, you know about a day's out from Baldur's Gate, there is a griffin hold where people can hire out griffins to ride, and they're a lot faster than horseback.
Yeah, but that's assuming we have money, which we're trying to save up because we were like, we're gonna make the orphanage into a proper, like, fancy ass temple, and we're like, oh shit, that's expensive as fuck.
Yeah.
Or you could stay...
Also, Phantom Steed has a speed of 100, so
Jesus.
we heckin' zoom.
Or you could stay here for a long rest and then just teleport there. We're next to it. Kind of close.
We could also do that. I feel like riding shouldn't be that bad. How far is that? That's not that far. Hang on. I feel like I've written this down.
Oh, hey, we have a guide for you. A goblin appears. Hi.
No.
Ooh. I heard goblins are not that good at navigation.
When Dagger starts growling, I don't trust this guy.
That's not Dagger,
I
that's
might be
Cat.
throwing.
Yeah, I know.
I might be throwing
Kevin's a
Kevin
fucking asshole.
under the bus a little bit.
Yeah.
You guys are a whole week or two out of the way.
That was great, though.
I've never wanted to kill a goblin more in my life.
Oh my god.
In Waterdeep, Kevin sent us on a wild goose chase for 2 fucking weeks in character, going toward, what was it? We were walking towards
Neverwinter,
searching for a white dragon. Nope. Turns out the dragon's name is Everwinter, and it was right next to Waterdeep. Like 2 weeks in the opposite direction. We just walked.
Oh no.
That goblin almost died that day multiple times.
Yeah, no shit.
My trollness is amazing sometimes. So we get the magical phantom seeds and ride to Genasi.
Huzzah.
How fast is that?
100
100.
around, so...
Yeah. Zoom.
How long does it last?
1 hour, but you can kind of ritual cast it while it's still active, I think, is the rule we made last time.
Okay, so you guys travel until you need long rest. Yeah, I assume. Because you kind of want to sleep.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
What?
I assume you guys cast Tiny Hut or your tower or
Oh,
some
yeah.
other magic that you can easily pull off at your level. Or just go to the nearby tavern and be like, hey, look, we got rid of the bandit. That took us 2 seconds. And they're like, okay, you stay for free. Wow, you're heroes. And you guys
Just like sneezed in their general direction and they exploded.
Well, kind of like those goblins we met, and they had the big net.
The fucking city that flung itself into a jungle. God, that was great.
That was great.
Yangling, I think.
Yeah.
It's something with a Y. They yeet themselves when they're in
They
danger.
yeet themselves
Oh my
anytime they
God.
need to escape.
The best.
So
I'm looking to see if I can find the distance between Baldur's Gate and Candlekeep.
So we'll say it was a day or two or something. I don't know. The second day, when you guys are almost there, like bandits go to line up the road, and you guys are just woo.
Oh, they're cute.
I try and smack one on the face
Make
on the way
better
past.
choices.
Roll the hit.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's pretty good. It's a 15 on the dice, so probably like a 14.
Okay, he is like a Street Fighter, like onto the ground.
Nice.
Yeah. So then you arrive at Candlekeep.
Oh, did we want to go to my
Yes.
village first and meet my family?
Yes.
11 days, 4 hours on foot from Baldur's Gate to Candlekeep as the bird flies. Forgotten Realms interactive map.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. So I'll say
Also, in the
because-
video game, that's exactly how
Probably
long
like
it took you to
half
get
that.
from
I would
Baldur's
say
Gate to.
I'm gonna say 2 days just
in the video
because
game.
the horse usually doubles your speed, and this is double the speed of a horse. And
Yeah.
you guys
And
are
this horse
doing it-
doesn't get tired.
Yeah. So
This horse can run at max speed for hours.
I'll say it was like 2 days. It's whatever.
Yeah. why
Okay.
not?
Um,
Woo! Wee! So
It's
that
cute. It's
too.
like a dog and cat chase. Like they're kind of like chasing each other the whole time.
Yeah, on that first night when we're making camp, I'm gonna be like, so if we're going to my family's house before we're going to Candlekeep, I guess that might be smart if you guys if you couldn't tell, Dagger is not my actual name. Which,
Azra
surprise,
pretends to be
surprise, I know.
shocked.
It's Rowan, so when my mom calls me that, which she might, because she was not super fond of the Dagger nickname all the time.
It was a very sharp name that you picked.
It was actually a joke that Tess made.
Hi, I'm here.
Oh, how did you know each other? You grew up together? Same village? Neighboring villages?
We literally look close enough alike that when I was looking for her in our backstory, I just said she looks like me, but with longer hair. That's fucking it.
I'll be honest, most you people from Torel look alike to me.
Oh my god.
I'll be honest, most pricks look a lot like you.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
It's true.
got him.
I mean,
The bard is just like, nice.
Nice.
Like, so the village that I'm from is Shaybrook. It's
As you approach this
tiny.
rickety little sign that says "Welcome to Shaybrook."
It's
Population 6.
Yeah.
it's more than 6. It's more like maybe
Population
16
Dagger's
families.
family.
The Dagger's family.
I think there might be like maybe a little over a dozen families or so.
No.
They renamed
Yeah.
it. They said, "Welcome to Daggerhold," formerly.
Oh my god.
My mom's
Daggerhold
name
is such a good
Miri,
name though.
Yeah, right. I
and
like
and
it.
our
Dagger Dale. That exists.
That is a place.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What was
Mom,
your mom's name?
Miri, M-R-I.
M-I-R.
M-I-R-I. There we go. And then our little sister is Robin, and she'd be about 16 now.
So Robin, Tess, and Rowan?
Yeah.
Weird.
Family names.
You arrive on these dirt roads. You see that this is definitely a little village. It's got shoddy wooden fences, a bunch of almost free roam. Chickens, pigs, and dogs wander around.
Oh, look, dog!
You think there's maybe 50 people total in this village.
I think that's a fort.
Yeah. It's just pretty fucking small.
But it's okay. You can call it a village if you want.
And as you
All right, bite me.
you
Don't.
you
No.
Poor choice of words to talk to a vampire.
zoom by a bigger
It's like
Just,
building.
like put my finger in your mouth.
Oh no, I'll slow down when we actually get into town. I don't want to fucking break a chicken's neck with the wind speed behind us.
Okay. So what does your steed look like again?
It's a giant dog. It's like a giant version of Leo.
What color is yours? Because Azra's is purple.
Probably like the sort of bright neon blue that looks like Leo's teleport energy.
Cool.
Oh,
Cute.
his
As you
blink.
come
Yes.
trotting into town, a lot of people seem very scared of this dire
We should
wolf
probably end
that
these
ran
things.
in.
This
Yeah,
is
it's probably a
scary.
good idea. I try and make him yowl before I
End the
make.
spell.
Did you just
Just attempt to
Did you-
grapple a dog
did
that's
you I Am
large
Legend?
size.
Did you I Am Legend to their Phantom Steed?
You said to end it.
No, I end the spell. It's a phantom. You can't touch it.
Wait, but how are we riding
You
it?
can't attack it. Can you attack it? I don't know. Hang on. let me
No,
read
you
it.
can't.
No. So as you slow down and dismiss it and start walking on foot on the dirt road. You see
Hello!
a few
We're
places
here to
here.
see Rowan and Tessa's family.
I just put my hand over his mouth. Just shush for once in your life, please.
Oh god, I haven't been home in like 3 years, and Tess hasn't been home in longer than that, I think.
Yeah,
Next-
let's
a
let them
little
take the
longer
lead
than
on this
that.
one, eh?
Next to you,
Baron?
you see a cottage. The sign in front is a wooden sign that appears to have painted on it an arrow that is red. Dagger, you know this is the general store.
Oh, hey, it's the general store.
You buy
What
general
is
Whoa.
seal?
Boyer- So not a Boyer Fletcher with the
Mhm.
arrow? Mhm. No, that's what
Hamlet. Like 50 people lived here when we
Alas.
left.
Horatio.
This far behind you.
There's
I mean, it might be like, I don't know, 55 now. I believe there was 1 or 2 pregnant women when we left.
Ah.
You see, most of the stuff around here. There's like 10 to 15 cottages around here. There was this general store here right next to as you came into town. You see a place called Cottage Industries. You see a temple to a shrine to some deity. It's fairly small.
I'm assuming it's like Shantaea or something like that.
As you get close enough to see a bit
A
more,
lot of broken
it's
pumpkins.
Denier.
Oh.
Denier is the deity of wisdom or something. Lore.
Oh, neat.
Reading literacy.
Yeah.
That makes
Yeah.
sense. We are close to Candlekeep.
Yeah, I believe their symbol's like a scroll or something, right?
Yep.
Scroll and is that the candle?
I heard
I
squirrel.
think that
I know
was the
you
one
said
with the
scroll, but
candle,
I
yeah.
heard squirrel.
Squirrel and a squirrel.
Yes, the squirrel, the most wise of animals.
Mhm.
They kind of are though, with all of the like hoarding of things for winter and stuff. There we go.
Leaves
Oh,
fall.
yeah.
Leaves
Yeah,
fall on
it's an
top
eye
of the
with a
squirrel.
candle.
Uh,
Sky is
when
falling.
we pass the temple, I'm gonna be like, that's where I learned to read. The priest that worked there was the guy who taught me how to read.
Which is
Wow.
actually a thing the priests of Denier do. They teach reading and writing to people. They're all about that reading and writing.
Mhm.
And I want to say the give me a second while I'm reading my own backstory. Yeah, my Dagger's like my my last name Catterley is the name I took from chosen of Denier's.
Wait, what is your last name?
Ambercrown.
I look at Tess.
She's like
I have been writing the wrong last name for you this whole time.
she's like, no, mine's Grey Castle. She's like, I was okay, all right. I did a lot
Azra
of
starts taking notes.
theft while when I first left home, so I didn't really want everybody to know, to be able to track us
Wait.
back home. So
So you go by
with your
Catalan, you
godlike
go by
perception,
Ember
you notice
Castle.
that the local fern next to the street moves a little bit.
Varth, one of your animal companions turned to a plant again.
I walk
And
over.
It's a fern. They usually don't grow in town, so.
Huh.
I'm pretty
Speak
sure
with
just
plants via my staff.
What do you say?
Hello?
Did you just move?
Totally.
It's a plant. It doesn't have intelligence. It's going to give me an emotional response.
You hear from it. No?
Oh my god.
With your high
Oh god.
what's your insight bonus?
My
Oh,
insight
God.
bonus is probably not the greatest. That's why I said, did you just move?
Mine is +7, but I don't speak with plants.
No, it's just my wisdom mod, so 6.
You know it's lying.
You're not a normal fern, are you?
I don't know what you're talking about, Varth. I mean, not plant.
Do we really need to have this conversation? Come on now.
Hey, I'm just trying to soak up some sun here.
Look, I'm a very powerful druid. I am speaking to you with a staff that used to be 2 very powerful magic items I squeezed together.
Oh, I thought you were using telepathy.
By sheer power of might, I just smashed them together so hard they're one now.
That's what I'm going with.
Sometimes, after a couple months, you know. Oh wait, what?
That would make for a great addition to my new book. What's your staff called?
Fucking Bolo! I can't understand this. Never mind.
Wait, are we hearing a plant, or are we
named
actually
it-
No,
hearing
this
an
is straight
actual
up
response?
just Varth talking with the
Okay.
fern.
I think
Okay.
it would be funny if he's talking fern talk, you know, fern, and we hear an English, common No.
No, this is cat like this is Volo. Yeah, no. I don't know what
I
he's
call
saying.
it Varth, Staff of the Woodlands of the Tree Spirit.
We need to work on the name.
Because that's the 2 items that it was that I put together.
I like it. Nice long title.
We can just call it like Varth's Woody Staff or something.
Probably what? I don't know. I'm just a plant.
You're polymorphed, aren't you?
No.
You're polymorphed or shapeshifted. I'm a powerful druid, and you're not a normal fern.
Faust, you need me to set it on fire?
Okay, finally. Okay, I'll confess.
Not yet, Azra. Hang on a second.
A witch turns me into a plant.
Oh, it's a terrible curse then. I can break the magic, you know.
What a terrible night for a curse.
It's okay. I feel fine. You know, I'm just, I just look up Sun all day. You know, I don't even need to worry about like jobs and stuff anymore.
Oh.
I can hear it, but that's a good point.
Varth, do you want me to cast a spell magic on it?
Maybe we just know he's talking to a plant.
Okay,
we can't hear what the plant's saying.
Here's the funny thing. You can hear what Varth's saying. So you're hearing one side of the conversation.
Oh, so we actually hear Varth's side. Okay, no, I'm going to ask, do you want me to cast a spell magic on it?
I think that this plant has suffered a terrible curse. We should dispel the magic on it.
I mean, it is a fern.
Okay!
I cast a spell magic.
And I have one ready if hers fails.
At what level?
True.
Yeah, why not? I don't plan on doing anything useful today.
At 9th level.
Yep, I'm going to cast it at 5th level.
Okay, no check needed. Peering right in front of you, the fern just... And you see Volo, the famous bard himself.
Fucking damn it.
Motherfucker.
And he has a quill and pen, and he's like writing something down. He's like...
He's writing down the name of the stuff, isn't he?
He puts it away.
Cool.
You're welcome. Now you're not
cursed anymore. What are you doing in this tiny ass little podunk village?
He's polymorphed as a plant.
Fucking clearly, I had no idea, Varth. None.
Varth just smiles when he turns around.
Well, a lot of passerbys head towards Candlekeep, and I was hoping to figure out how to get in.
You take books. It's not that difficult. Have you never actually asked anybody how to get into Candlekeep?
No, I've been in Candlekeep. They kind of don't allow me in anymore. So I was just seeing.
Yeah, because you're fucking Volo.
Oh,
thank you.
He's not fucking Volo.
I'm glad you recognized me. Yes, I am the famous Volo Panther.
Dagger gets.
I have literally drank with you multiple times. He was in Chult when we first got there. He tore my fucking ear off.
Yeah, you're
He also was a dumbass who thought that the guy in the who believed that the king in the middle of the harbor was the true thing.
Yeah, you're
Dagger Catterley.
Dagger Catterley. Yeah.
I am the Baron Salbador.
Never heard of you. Anyway, so Dagger Catterley.
This man,
I've heard a bit about you.
Moron.
Wait,
complete
what?
idiot.
I'm doing like the Arthur clenched fist meme.
What have you heard? Fear.
Now you saved Chult, for one.
Saved a lot of things.
Helped, yeah. Yeah, he was a big part of it.
Oh, you're the
12%.
All right.
Vampire?
Okay, now.
Wait.
He's a living vampire.
You're the vampire? It's daytime. Are you all right?
We drank together.
Sunscreen.
Yes.
Yeah. Wait. Was he there too? Volo was at that wedding, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think he
God
was.
damn it! This little bitch gets around all over the place.
He gets around like
kind
my
of his
old
job,
friend
to
did.
be fair.
Yeah. He's different, but also maybe don't shout vampire in the middle of a tiny little hamlet.
That's why I was like this. I was like, hey, vampire.
So, cool. We're going to go
Anyway.
see Dagger's family. You want to come and join us?
Yeah, sure.
No.
No.
It'd be great to see you at Hero's family.
Oh God.
I
I'm
said
sure-
Dagger's family.
Oh, I was just being nice.
I punched the Baron.
Sorry.
who is probably used to it at this point.
Just a huge ass callus right on this one.
Callus on his arm for having been punched there so many times.
I rolled a 5. I rolled a 2.
No.
+6 for being proficient. -1 because it's strength based. You just like punch them. I punch you and just bash and break one of my fingers on your armor. Fine. I haven't seen my family in a while, Lulu. Maybe I should go greet them on my own first.
That sounds good. And as he's saying that, suddenly a moon elf teleports behind him, smacks him with a staff, immediately recognizes it as Rain, and she teleports away.
Thanks, Rain.
He's like, ow!
He literally...
What?
She helped us defeat a god?
Who?
Fleet.
Oh!
I see you also speak giant owl.
Oh, why didn't you say it was sleet?
God damn it.
I'm gonna cast sending to Rain and be like, oh my god, thank you.
I'm
I see your
heading
arm
to
got better.
my house. She lost her arm?
He
I
follows.
kept trying to chop it off.
He follows.
Oh
as
yeah,
the
that's
group-
right.
As the group
Yeah.
heads to your house.
I will be the best I can be.
Oh god.
I'm gonna cast Crown of Stars because I want to look cool.
As you arrive at the simple 2-story cottage with a thin,
Ooh, 2
lazy
stories. Your
waft of
family's
smoke
loaded.
comes from the crooked chimney. Inside, the scent of melted wax permeates everything, and you see a bunch of buckets that collect rainwater dripping from the ceiling. Outside, there is a teenage girl sweeping with her broom, dusting the entryway, when she looks up and sees both Tess and Dagger.
I just sort of awkward wave.
And she drops the broom. It's your younger sister, obviously.
Really?
I have cell phone what she looks like. Hang on.
I'm gonna clothesline the boys if they try and interfere. I'm just gonna try and like shepherd everyone else away so they can have a moment.
She is 16. She looks strikingly like her sister. She has Dag's nose. It's not broken like Tessa's.
Just a dagger nose?
You fucking know what I mean. And her hair is a more strawberry blonde, closer to Tessa's.
Tessa's blonde?
We're fucking
of her
both
as-
blonde.
I
We
think
have
of
this
her as having dark
conversation
hair
all the time.
I always picture
Yeah,
with
because
dark
you
hair.
just picture me.
No, I picture Tess with dark hair. I picture like Dagger with lighter hair.
Same. Yeah.
Rowan!
Beefy
She
rogue,
just like,
you know.
she just like, that's when she realizes that it is you, and she runs up and hugs you.
I give her a big hug. Just big group sister hug.
We see which sister's the favored one. As I look
She
over
pulls
to
in
Tess.
Tess, and there's like a group sister hug.
We probably
I mean,
Tess! Yeah.
I mean, we were closer in age. I'm the middle sister.
Oh!
Yep.
That explains a lot.
Wow, thanks.
So what did you do? Where'd you guys go? Was it?
Oh my
Did you guys
god,
fight
I
stuff?
have.
Did you guys
You
find
have
treasure?
no idea. So much.
What kind of treasure?
We should sit down and have a meal because it's gonna be a good long
Are you
while.
kidding? I can't sit down. My sisters are home. Mom, sister, Tess and Rowan are back. She goes running inside.
Yeah, she's gonna go in and see her mom.
Yeah, as you go in, I'll let you describe your family since it's your family. And you got 3 pages.
her
of
dad
hometown
is-
stuff.
Her dad is not around, which she doesn't really
cigarettes.
mention. But her mom is in her early 50s. She's got shoulder length graying blonde hair, and she usually wears hers number 8 like Tess does. And she is probably, if she's working, wearing a wax stained apron.
He's definitely working.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll say it's like a bit after lunch now.
Yeah, I'm like they make candles. Like if you go around back, there's like a apiary. I think that's the word for it. The bee keeping stuff.
Yeah. And they send them to
Yeah.
the keep, you know.
Oh.
Oh, they are beekeepers.
Well,
No, they make candles and they send them to the keep.
We make candles and then we sell the honey and the candle and the wax. Yeah.
Ah. Cool.
You just go in, knock on the door, all awkward. You can tell like it's a decent house, but it clearly hasn't been updated in a long time, in at least like a decade or more. Oh God, it's my real life parents' house.
Including the bees.
Too real.
There are no bees. Not domesticated ones, just the angry ones that live in the shed.
I don't think bees ever truly are domesticated.
Well,
The bees!
intentionally kept.
Your mom has taken off the apron and she's hung it up and geez, Baron, really? And she is like, no, okay, now you two, before I lose sight of you again, you two sit down. I'm making you tea.
Sit down. Awkward.
I'm still like holding everyone else near the door.
These are my friends.
As she's in the other room, she it's like, and you're gonna have to tell me everything that's happened.
Yes, definitely.
She comes out and you guys have tea. I will roll her tea check. Yep.
Azra's like this around the door, like hello.
These are my friends. That's Azra Draffin.
Hi.
And Baron Salbador.
Yeah, Baron Salbador Zagara.
There we go. I couldn't remember her last name.
It's okay.
And Varth. God damn it. I know your name is longer, but I don't remember Varth's full name.
Varth Varless.
There we go. Yep.
You can call me Varth.
And that's Chung.
And Chung. And
Chung and Tess go together, as in they're always together fighting. Like
I think Chung may have actually met our mom once or twice. Because Chung and Tess have been working together since pretty early on.
And that is Vorm, not Barth. Not Verwith,
the guy in the plate mail.
Vorm.
He's a robot.
He's a robot. Story. He's a magic. He's a golem. He doesn't have much personality.
Ah, yes.
I'm going to tell him to stay outside.
He is a shield guardian, says Volo, who followed you, if you recall.
This is a Volo.
And I am Volo.
Just picks him up and holds it in front of everyone. Whoa!
Can I cast banishment on Volo?
Don't banish him. He's
what's your
fine.
DC? What's your DC?
Oh, I mean, it's
God.
like 12. No, 20.
What?
20.
Sorry, I was looking at the modifier.
Okay. Wait, what?
Hi.
Neither of those sentences made sense.
Hi, I'm Volo, the famous
Yes. Okay, we have a minute.
He's a wizard.
Well, every round he can come back.
I know.
No, that's Blake. No, that is Spring. Anyway.
Yeah.
So what all do you tell your mom and
everything.
Your youngest sister?
Oh Jesus.
You told them everything?
She's gonna do like the.
Do you mind if I fix your house?
What are you gonna use?
What's wrong
Mending
with
on the
what's wrong
roof
with my
and greater
house?
stone shape on the chimney.
What's wrong with my house? It's a perfectly fine house.
Your roof leaks.
The leaking roof, Mom.
It's a bit drafty.
Using
I'm gonna.
Because mending's a cantrip, Varth fixed all of the holes in the roof and any holes in the walls while everyone else is talking.
And yeah, no, Dag's gonna start from where she left off. So try and do the like shortened version.
She didn't even let you. She's like, I'm gonna let you finish, but.
Oh my god.
But Varth, as you're going to like fix the gutter and stuff, she is just like peanut gallery the whole time. She does not. She's just like, okay, so that's nice, fancy magic and all, but it would be better if you made it like this or something. And, like no matter what you do, she's always like trying to correct you, even if you are right. And then after Varth is done, that's when she's like, "Oh, sorry, I had to make sure he did things right." You were saying
in the meantime,
you were saying about this tree that attacked you when you shot it.
Oh god.
I wasn't there for that, was I?
No.
No.
That
was.
Oh, you attacked one of them trees. Yes, they're very fun.
Yeah, that sucked.
Yep.
That was a bad time, all in all, really.
Did you try the fruit from the trees? It's very good.
They were demon trees, Baron. No, we didn't try them.
Oh. It tastes like a persimmon with a little cinnamon. I call them persimmon.
You take a bite of gum.
Gum.
I'm gonna while they're doing that, I'm gonna introduce Robin to Leo.
Oh yeah, and Morty should be out too.
She's like, oh, who's a good boy? Cat!
I summoned 3 more cats.
Oh,
so there's plenty to go around.
You could have had more.
You're not sure how, but it seems like she has a crown of stars in each eye as she sees all these cats.
Aww. Bless. So there's probably just one like perched up in the rafters, like watching Varth and watching everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2 wandering around.
Nearby, I mean like a few hundred feet away, on some other farm, you hear like a meow, and like one of the winged cats flies over there.
Nice.
They're
having a good time.
Actually, no, I'm not going to start there. I'm going to start from the last letter that I sent back to home was right after we saved Azra for Azra's soul from the abyss.
Mm-hmm.
Save Azra?
I know that. I have it hanging up next to the icebox.
And then I'm going to go from there and be like where we met this chucklehead and the wedding that we saved a wedding and
Did you bring them any presents? You always got to bring a gift for a wedding.
I think we gave them money.
Also, the gift was that the wedding still happened.
Also that, yeah.
I gave them a demon skull.
I forgot you did that. You definitely did that. Yeah, you did.
You didn't tell me about that.
Yeah. There's the demon lord I killed.
Yeah.
See, he brought a demon skull, and you didn't bring anything for the wedding?
I didn't know we were going until like a couple of hours before we were invited. We just happened to be in the nearest bar. They were like, "Hey, do you want to go?" We're like, "Okay."
We were Neverwinter, which reminds me, gotta go back there.
No. Oh God.
You have business in Neverwinter?
Oh.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
We'll get to it. Our next stop is.
I've heard it's a silly place.
Oh my God.
Our next stop is actually Candlekeep. We're finally going to go there. I have a bunch of books that I'm going to use to barter my way in. And we're going alone, Volo, by the way.
He says as he's like still drinking the tea.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
He's definitely going to try and stow away. 100%. He is going to be hiding in one of our backpacks.
Sure.
You know, he's already taken like 3 extra honey sticks.
Yeah, so after I throw in on the most recent stuff
I used to have a bee farm.
You did?
Mm-hmm. Honey is very good for wounds.
Oh yeah.
Where was that bee farm at?
A different planet.
A different plane.
A what?
Yeah. Plane.
Yeah. You remember how I told you about the plane where everything was water in the city of glass?
That's called the ocean, dearie.
No, Mama, I mean the like actual plane of water. There's water everywhere. There's no surface.
Water everywhere, but not a drop to drink.
It's like that, except, wow, it occurs to me how ridiculous this sounds to like normal people. It's like our world, but different.
Sure it is.
It's an ocean with no surface, ma'am.
Well, no, like other planes, like the plane of water. That like okay, that makes sense, but.
There's Ravnica, which is one huge city.
Yeah.
There's
I feel like that's not the best way to explain.
No, it's not.
I can show you.
Rowan, dearie, I believe that everything you're saying, you believe is true. I do believe that.
You want me to show your mom? I'll show her.
Ezra's like trying to remember how they taught us about planes in like wizard school.
If
when
you do that, we're going
like 5.
with you.
That's fine. I would not take your mom anywhere. I would not take my own mother.
Your mother is definitely dead.
Thanks for reminding me. Old age.
Very old.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
She died of the plague.
Oh, well, at least she's at rest. Maybe, hopefully...
Yeah. Tries to do the math from the legend or wonder how long your mom's been gone. Like, how old are you now? You got your memory back. You know this shit now.
Well, you see, when you travel different planes use time and years differently, so there isn't a universal constant.
Valid.
That's why it's
Mom's eyes glaze over.
Your mom literally turns into math lady.
Yeah.
Just like
she rolled a nat 1.
It's fine
to understand what you're talking about.
No. Anyway,
Miss Dagger.
Let's continue with the story.
I make sure I'm holding on to Baron when he goes to plane shift.
Oh God.
Okay, I do 2 plane shifts and then come back.
He holds you around the waist.
Oh, Jesus.
So I take them to Elysium and say hi to that farmer, and then I take them to Ravnica.
Wait, was that the one that was there when you got your brain all scrambled?
Yeah, it's the little gnome farmer family.
Yeah.
There's also the one I think I met before when I crashed the.
No, I think that was different. I think one was a gnome family and one was a halfling family.
Yeah.
Whichever one. Hi.
Well, one was Bitopia and one was Elysium. Bitopia.
Oh,
was
I go to
one.
Elysium, and then Bitopia, and then back.
Okay, she's deer in headlights when you get back.
See? Oh, your sister. You want to go see?
Yes.
Oh God.
I'm gonna go to an adventure.
Well,
about a minute later, come back. There you go.
She had some hay in her hair, and she's like, "That was so cool."
She had a roll in the hay.
No, I knew you would say that.
There's a whole big, like, huge pile of hay. Like, enough wheat to feed, like, a whole city the size of Jesus.
Where did you go?
Bitopia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that gnome farmer was fast. Took your mom there and there was nothing. Came back and boom.
You literally just got done saying that time operates differently in different planes. We were gone. We were in the water plane for 2 days and it was a week.
Sister.
Yeah. So we're just gonna sit down and have a big meal.
Oh, also got a pie from the gnome.
Talk. Dessert.
Oh, you do notice that your sister has a feather behind her ear. And you know...
A yellow one?
And Varth would know from his innate nature checks. And I think everyone's pretty smart in this party in terms of like knowing nature proficiencies and religion and history and all that. You think that's an angel's feather.
Oh my God.
And Baron, there was a spot where like... Because there's angels just flying around patrolling the upper planes. Like a feather just fell and she picked it up.
They also need to wear more pants.
Well,
they were told
it's very pretty,
like the chitin
like
thing.
A pearlescent white feather, and in the right kind of light, it almost has like a gold kind of shimmer to it.
Hang on to that feather; it's extra special.
That's...
Well, Mom, I hope you weren't planning to have like 2 out of 3 adventurer children, because it's going to be 3 out of 3.
Oh.
She has the spark, not the planeswalker spark, the spark of adventure.
Yeah.
You might be giving me a little bit of a heart attack.
Yeah, it's quite fun.
So,
all the good planes are like that. Do not visit any planes except for those 2 if you get older.
Yeah, you don't want to go to the abyss.
If you get older.
If!
Imply
She's fucking better.
He said if.
I signed a deal with a good man. Said he was from the cult of Asmodeus. I'm eternal now.
Yeah, we've been to the abyss a couple of times. It was not pleasant. We never made it to hell, did we?
No. I'm sure it'll happen at some point,
hell.
though.
We put it hell, Gehenna.
Oh, yeah, Gehenna. I forgot that.
You've been to Gehenna. You've been to Gehenna.
We went to Gehenna. That's why we killed dude face.
Mr. Fox.
Yeah.
Grey Wastes. Arsharon. And
the Shadowfell.
That's not the
a couple times. No, but
yeah.
I'm just taking off flames we went to.
Water.
Dagger.
And she's gonna pull out. Dag's gonna pull out her journal and start showing like the illustrations of the random shit we've seen and stuff.
And
as
you pull it out in some pages that Carl drew back in the day.
He's gonna go use the little druid's room.
As you finish up for the night and you're telling stories and such. Varth fixed the chimney, by the way. He sent me a message saying he did. So your crooked chimney is now not crooked.
The carbon monoxide is not hurting us anymore.
And your mom mentions stories that are just like so mundane compared to what you've been through.
Oh yeah, no, just telling stories about like what we were like when we were kids and all the dumb shit that we got into.
The photo album comes out. Not that there's one, but like
you know the neighbor
hypothetical.
You know the neighbor Henry. Well, one of his pigs got loose, and when he tried to grab it, it like ran him over and he flipped over backwards. It was hilarious. You know, like that little of like it's just
yeah.
You know.
Has Azra even seen a pig?
You've definitely seen a fucking pig.
We could tell Blake that he needs to move his hat. It's staring at me.
Ow!
Oh.
I snorted tomato sauce, Kevin. Ow! Ow!
That's a dangerous drug.
Ow!
Your nose is bleeding. Oh wait.
You turned Italian.
We lived in Port Naranjaro for like a year. I'm pretty sure they have pigs in Port Naranjaro.
Yeah.
Do they though?
Also,
yeah, they're the foreigners.
Also, if you ever mention your younger sister seeing she like, wow, you're 16, all grown up. She's like, I'm 18. Thanks.
Really?
Your document.
You're old enough to join my cult.
Your document said that she was 15
she?
originally, and it's been way more than a year since the campaign started in game.
I thought it had been like a year and a half.
Yeah, I think I think it might be 2 years now.
A year?
Okay.
Because we spent it was a year of adventure, and there was a year of downtime. So yeah, she's actually probably close to 17 or 18 now.
Make it 17. Cut the difference.
Yeah.
Fear.
Yep.
18 was when both Tess and I left.
Yep.
Now we know what Kat's next character is going to be when we come back to
yeah. Do I get the impression that the mom is like
the third sister?
The mom isn't a mother hen. She's not like you gotta stay here.
Okay.
She's very nice.
Where's your dad?
In fact, Azra, your anxiety probably spikes a little bit because she's too nice. This can't be right. You know, because you never have parents
sounds right.
and stuff, and it's
did he go out for milk and never returned?
Compared to my mom, she's very too nice.
Mm-hmm.
When her mom is away, like getting food or whatever, Dag's gonna, or when like everybody is away, Dag's gonna lean over to Baron and say, he disappeared when we were kids. I think he's probably dead. But yeah. I was 5, so I don't really remember him a whole ton.
Wow.
But yeah.
And your mom didn't remarry?
And Tess is like, yeah, he was a dick.
Do you want me to see if he's dead, and if he's not, then we can kill him?
That look of like, no, actually.
Less of like, I don't want to kill him. He's our dad.
Yeah.
It Tess is like that. He was an asshole. He probably doesn't deserve to die. I mean, probably.
I can place a horribly disfiguring geas on him.
That's true.
Break his legs, cut him off.
So
Yoda him.
Hang on. So Dag remembers him. They're actually reading from his stuff. She's like, I like I said, I was 5 when I last saw him, so I don't remember a ton about him. Tess was a lot older. I remember he was a storyteller. He was like an adventurer, sort of like we are.
I look over to Volo.
He didn't look. I remember what my father looks like. He definitely wasn't Volo.
Volo, what are you really doing in the town?
He was the one who told me about Mesra for the first time. Actually, he was a sailor.
You look at Volo, and then you look back at Dagger, and she's got Volo's mustache.
Is there anything personal of his that is around so Azra can scry him?
Tessa's will pull out and start like playing with her dagger that she has, and she's like, I'm like 80% certain he was a thief. Sailor that came back with a shitload of expensive books and expensive jewelry. He was a pirate. Like
that's also an adventurer.
Right. Yeah, but he was an asshole thief, and he probably got himself killed because he got caught.
With his dagger.
Okay, we don't do pirating.
Comes back with tons of money and books.
She's like, yeah, the difference was Dad was He didn't like to talk about what he did, so I'm like 80% certain he was definitely doing shady shit.
That's cool. You
Also,
got something personal?
She'll hand the dagger over.
Okay, Azra. I switched to Inferno. Let's find where he is, and we will help him out when
Oh my god.
But Tess will say, yeah, all of the bad habits that I learned from Dad. That's the knife he taught me how to pick pockets with, or cut purses with, rather.
That's a
it's not even like a real dagger. It's like a knife. It's like
a flick knife.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you see, I don't really care. I just I'm a pro petty revenge. So let's find
Dagger's like if you
Inferno,
find
speaking Infernal.
I understand you're speaking Infernal, and you're sitting at the fucking table with you. Just because I don't understand what you're saying, I understand that you're saying something so that we can't understand it.
Wait, Dagger doesn't know Infernal?
No, I don't.
It's the one language you don't know, basically.
The one language I do know, and the one language she doesn't know.
Yep. I can clearly see you. If you find my dad, just tell me what you find. I don't want him dead or anything. I want to know what happened to him. It's been like Jesus Christ, how old is Dagger? It's been like 15 years.
Talking about killing him. This is just the Inferno for finding. You know, that's
I will say to Dagger, to be fair, help and kill in Infernal are like kind of the same word, but I'm pretty sure he was saying at least one of those. So
that's valid.
But either way, it's me casting the spell, so I will decide. And I will cast Scrying.
In Abyssal, help and disembowel are the same word.
Oh, that's interesting. I wonder if it's the same root word.
Might be. I'm not sure. The origins of such places are left in mystery.
That's true.
While Azra's casting the spell, Dagger will tell everybody else. Mom was fairly certain that his ship sunk when and
that's what a lot of moms tell their kids when their dad runs away with another woman.
Daddy went to the farm.
Yeah, Dad would have worked on like me, but Tess was 11, so she
11, so smart.
I'm just saying, she was. It's a little bit. She had a better grasp of what the person was like than. Wait. I barely remember anything about my dad.
How many was between you and the other sister?
6 between me and Tess, and I think 2 or 3 between me and Robin.
Okay, so she was like 2 or 3.
Yeah. Yeah, Robin does not remember her father at all. She was a toddler. She
just like shakes her head and looks down awkwardly because this is like missing dad she's never met. So
yeah.
I'm sure you had plenty of uncles through the years.
Anyway, so he theoretically would get a -5 to the save. Oh no, wait, no. A +1.
I rolled.
A +1. I can't do math. Sorry.
For it. So you're scrying him.
Yes.
Where are you doing this?
Fucking kitchen table, probably.
Just on the. I just like plop down my crystal ball in the middle of the table.
I forgot you have a crystal ball made of eternal ice.
Yeah,
Robin.
It's the one that me and Azra share it because I commissioned from.
Robin observes with awe.
Yeah, I'll let Robin touch it. Be like, it's cold, right? Isn't it weird?
It's good for mojitos.
What's a mojito?
I'll say because you're in the
putting a crystal ball in a fucking shaker. Although it wouldn't make anything cold though because it doesn't melt.
It does not, but you notice the air around.
Wouldn't it transfer the cold?
Not well, it not as efficiently as actual ice.
Because Varth got a cup made out of that stuff. I think
Varth has cups made out of it.
Yeah,
but that's long term holding it in there.
That's true. Yeah,
it's more like keeping things cold.
You notice around a sphere, there's a bunch of fog, like it's dry ice, constantly because the air around it, the moisture around it, is freezing.
Everybody, turn down the candles.
Turn down for what?
And you cast Scrying, and that's only you seeing that, right? No one else can.
Yeah.
I use Prestidigitation to change some of the smoke and stuff to different colors to add the ambience.
Nice.
Give me a performance.
Make it my accent color, please.
Lots of purple.
Purple pink.
Purple pink.
Yes.
18.
All right, you put on a pretty good show in this candle maker's house.
I've still got my stars on too, so I
Oh,
look super
jeez.
epic.
I just realized how many candles are probably lighting this place.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably another thing that it affects as well, is the flames.
Mm.
Oh, this
Change to different
extra
colors.
purple. With
Yes.
highlights.
That's so cool.
Make the purple stand out.
This is the coolest Azra's ever felt in her life.
So,
Find the son of a bitch.
you cast this, and you see a disheveled man.
Oh, shit.
He looks very skinny, and he has a long, wild beard, and he appears to be in a prison cell.
Ooh.
Would have been hilarious. It's the captain.
And
Are there
he's
any
just-
identifying features about the prison that I can notice?
Describing, I'm trying to remember if it's just him.
Typically,
Gives you 5
it's
feet
small.
around him.
It's like him and maybe a very small bit around him.
Yeah, I think it's 5 feet around him.
Yeah.
He's barely moving, and you actually thought he was dead for just a moment when a rat comes out of the stone wall. There appears to be stone walls for this prison, and it comes out and it goes to like investigate him, and you see his hand just like go to shoo it away, and it like hisses at him and scurries back into the hole.
I also had that thought, Kevin.
Yeah, same. The rat, just to clarify,
You
didn't
hear-
have an
you
exposed
hear
brain, just to make
3
sure.
loud knocks.
Okay.
And just barely appearing in your vision, you hear something like slide on the stone floor, and you see a bowl of gruel. And he grabs it.
Okay. I'll keep the spell up for the whole duration, just in case anything else interesting happens. But yeah,
1 hour, right?
no, 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
That would have been a boring show for an hour.
Just staring at a guy in prison for an hour.
And now he's touching himself. Okay.
I don't think you can. I don't think you can
Oh, it's-
hear other
It's
things.
10 feet. No, it's 10 feet of the target.
Oh, wow. 10
It
feet.
moves
Okay.
with them. Anybody that can see invisible things can see the scrying or
Doesn't
You
say
can-
whether you can hear or not,
You
but
can
I assume
see
you can.
and hear through the sensor as if you were there. The
Ah,
sensor moves
yeah.
the target, and it's only
Yep.
within 10 feet.
So basically the whole cell for the most
Yeah.
part. Unless he's got one of those comfortable Hilton hotels.
Mm.
Cell.
Does he have
Yeah.
a window in his cellar, or is it like stone all the way around?
It's stone all the way around. He moved closer to the door to get that bowl, and you notice it is a wood door, but it's got a lot of iron reinforcements on it, on the
Okay.
frame and everything. Definitely a jail door.
Yeah.
There's a little spot in the bottom for the bowl to slide through, and it's just big enough for the bowl.
Does he have
Um,
any branding?
You hear... Oh, yeah, he's got tattoos on it.
My brand.
And one of the tattoos appears to be a kraken pulling down a ship.
That's fancy tattoo.
And I'll say that's on his forearm. And when I say kraken, I mean an actual kraken, not the 5e aberration kraken. It's a giant squid, and it's like pulling it down. You hear through that 10 minutes, since you're hearing what he hears, and it's within 10 feet, you don't hear much of the conversation, but there's like a mumble about something from the guards in the hallway walking by, and you hear something about purple dragon, something.
Okay.
He's in
I
corner.
note that down.
Sorry, that was out of character.
Yeah, that does narrow it down.
As Blake's Faerun lore supersedes Varth's actual knowledge. Varth, I know Kalimshan. We were in Naradzaru.
I feel you, man.
Blake's
I feel
knowledge.
ya.
Everything on this giant Faerun map behind the camera.
There's one
And,
behind
and
you.
after that, your 10 minutes are up.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Dag has been doing this and like peeling the wax off of the nearest candle that we doused to make for the
Yeah.
mood lighting.
You see Mama Dag, you see Tessie Dag, you see Daggy Dag, and Younger Dag, and they're all just nervously just.
Oh, dag.
Just gonna kind of look at everybody looking at me like, oh god.
That's when you don't see.
Yeah,
he's
not.
Finally lit the lights up.
At the window, because no one was really paying attention. A cat is at the window, and it's looking in at what's going on.
Oh my god!
I pull out the wand and cast Detect Magic.
It's a cat.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't Volo. Or is Volo still in the room?
Yeah, he's eating a pie.
No, fuck, never mind.
He's in the Elysian pie.
Yeah, whatever. He's already here.
Is so damn good. Yeah, we're all like,
yeah, I don't give a shit.
There's some good ass pie.
I mean, yeah. Elysian pie.
Heavenly.
It's almost good as that Ysgard ox steak.
So I'm guessing, considering you stayed for the whole 10 minutes, that it actually worked and you saw him.
Yeah, he's not dead. He is in jail, though.
Oh, and he's got salt and pepper.
Yeah, he looks like like long kind of hair. His beard's all gray and stuff.
Have you seen anyone in the family exchange money?
What?
Like dad bets?
No, we didn't exchange money.
He's in jail. Damn it! I thought he was dead.
Unlike the previous captain of your ship, I don't think your family has a gambling problem.
No.
Yeah, I will say. I'll say to Dagger in particular. I heard the guards talking about a purple dragon, so that might narrow down where he is. Because I haven't really heard of any.
History.
But I mean, have I heard of? Do I know where that is? Basically.
History or Arcana?
Okay.
Arcana.
I rolled a 1. Never mind.
Oh right, rolled a 2. 11 for Arcana. Purple dragon. Is that when a red and blue have a baby?
Nailed it.
I love that I rolled a 1, but I still got higher than you at a 12.
Because seems like a good time to use it. Dag's gonna use another bardic inspiration because I can do that because we're broken ass.
But you need it.
You got like a 50?
Not
62?
yet. Hang on.
75.
38.
Yeah.
So higher than both of ours combined?
Yeah.
It could be easy to think.
I roll so well on this dice.
You,
this is my one lucky hand dice that I was able to get.
They could have been talking about a purple dragon. They do exist. They're extremely rare. They're the very rare crossbreed between red and blue dragons. They usually in Underdark. They're the Faerun laser dragons. They're a thing. They literally shoot laser beams. Like they're
the
ridiculous.
deep dragon.
Essentially, there's like it's called purple dragon. It's one of the weird.
Yeah, that's also a name for the deep dragon in Faerun.
Yeah, it's in one of the magazines or something. It's one of those weird off-brand dragons.
Yeah.
But you're thinking more likely, maybe it was about purple dragon knights. Because
that would make a lot more
land
sense.
Of Cormyr. And you know that your dad used to be a sailor, at least from what you know.
Yeah.
The nearby
Cormyr
sea of the
sea.
fallen stars.
Yeah.
It's
what did he look like? Did he look like hurt at all? Or?
It's also supposedly the same sea that those the aboliths are.
Oh.
It's a really big sea.
Mm.
So that's not really too fair to say.
Yeah, he looked okay. I mean, they were feeding him. It was gruel, but still.
That's something.
You okay over there?
I just look over.
I was looking for my 2E monster manual and can't find it.
It might be upstairs.
You keep moving my books.
I can't remember whether it's the monster manual that I have upstairs or the DMG.
Okay. It's monster manual. There's DMG's right there.
I'm gonna look over to my mom and sister and see how they're taking it.
Your mom looks like she is actually kind of disappointed he's still alive.
Can't collect the insurance.
Your youngest sister, just confusion, really? I don't know. She doesn't know what to think. She never met the guy.
Yeah.
Never knew the guy.
Not really, no.
I just found an awesome spell.
And
What about Tess?
And Tess.
Find humanoid familiar. It's a dragon spell.
That's fucking awesome.
And Tess is Arthur meme.
No, it looks like there's a good chance Tessa's theory was right. That he did something he shouldn't have and got himself arrested.
For what it's worth, you're both right, because he's far away from here, so he was a sailor. was
knew he
not
was
a very nice
sailor.
one. Yeah, I know.
We just couldn't agree whether he's a pirate or not.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look to my mom. We'll find him if you want us to.
That's up to you. I understand wanting to find your father.
You mind if I borrow this crystal ball for a second?
Maybe the reason
I've learned to
Varth
to
kind of
accept
sits down quietly and
here
just stares into it.
for years.
Okay.
I don't need to bring that back.
I mean, maybe he's been there this whole time, and that's why he never came home.
What's Varth doing?
Hang on a sec. Yep.
Making mojito.
No, that would be if I busted out the cups. All right, you have a message.
Oh boy. Hey, can you send me your stuff then? If you're asking.
It's like a sentence.
Just to clarify, like, did he have any new scars or any new tattoos or anything? I'm just asking Azra to describe him as best she can so that I can try and figure out how much he might have changed.
Yeah.
Because like if he's got new tattoos, then he probably was on the ship for a while.
He's pretty much unrecognizable at this point, just because it's like a guy who's been stuck on an isolated island for forever, you know.
Yeah, pretty much the only thing we probably would recognize is that tattoo at the Kraken.
I would say that tattoo he had when you last saw him.
Yeah. That part was actually in her backstory.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he if now that we know that he could be in Cormier, the chances of well, like we always knew that. I mean, he was obviously a sailor, but I don't know how to find somebody like that. Like we can watch him, but it's not going to help us if we don't know anybody else of where he's at.
Azra feels awkward, so once Varth is done with the crystal ball, she's going to scry her little brother again just to make sure he's still in the same place as last time.
Sorry, I'm looking at like two characters' backstories.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Oh yeah.
Only two.
And I'm assuming he's still there. She's just double checking
Let me
to
find
give
one
her
for
something to do.
Another one to send you. Let me trade one real quick.
Baron, they're all dead.
Darn.
Dirt. You see dirt. It's been 10,000 years. They're completely dirt now.
Yeah, they are quite. The Baron sure knows where the crays are, but yeah.
I do have that one spell that I can cast once a day that can answer a question. The one that I got
That's
from
not
the
a bad
book.
idea.
But we have to.
Do you really want to find him?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, we've known plenty of people that were captured that didn't do anything wrong. I mean, when we found Tess that she was in a prison cell, and Tess is going to point out and be like, "That was different. That was against my will. I did not steal anything from those people. Not much."
X.
Both them seem to be fine.
Okay.
Varth looks into the crystal sphere.
Oh no!
And you can only scry one of the two. Are you scribing? You're scrying your wife?
Yeah.
Or your daughter?
No, the wife.
Okay. She's actually living as a widow in the same house that you had. She looks quite sad.
Varth wishes he could teleport. I don't think druids get teleport.
No, you get past plant stride.
Yeah.
Wind and the wind one.
Yeah.
Wind zoom.
Oh.
Wind zoom.
Windy zoom.
I feel like the closure would be nice, but as cruel as it is as it sounds, he's been gone for 15 years and is still alive, and he's eating. So I feel like your family is a little bit more in a precedent right now, Azra.
When Varth finishes scrying, he kind of looks. He looks like he wants to say something, but he doesn't know how to say it.
Okay. We'll get to you later.
Kind of just sitting there, like just staring at the crystal ball, like sadly.
Yeah. Azra will triage you next.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. I mean, I know my family is like more pressing, but that doesn't mean we can't get to everybody.
Oh, yeah.
I'll go into a little more detail on your scry there, Varth. She's living alone outside the city, and she seems to have goats, from what you can tell. Maybe she's a goat farmer now. But it's definitely like definitely peasant level living, where pretty much all of her food she makes herself.
Did I see my daughter around anywhere when I scried, or
you
just
saw her? Yes, you did.
Okay. She looked like she was okay.
You barely recognize her.
I was gonna say she's not a kid anymore. She's like it's many years later.
The reason you recognize her is because there was a spot where she was talking to your wife, and you saw her eyes, and her eyes matched what yours were.
Used to be.
Mm-hmm. Back to more super sad stuff. So Madi, Azra, you get your sky orb back.
Yep. Yeah.
And Varth is like, I'm super happy. No depressing backstory here.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing said. I just looked at tears.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. Part of
I give Varth a cat. That's all I know how to do.
Emotional support cat.
Yep.
I gave you a cat, and Tess and Dag have a cat. Everybody has a cat.
Varth's cat is a Maine Coon because they like to be in water and swim, and they're giant fluffy
They're all
cats.
Maine Coons.
Oh, that's right. Okay,
yeah.
And we'll just make it as real life Varth. All the cats just like magnetize to him, whether he wants them to or not.
Yep.
I'm just sitting there.
That's what happens to Blake in real life. I go into a room with cats, and they're like, "Woman."
Y'all experiencing tragic backstories?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh, that's a shame. I can't relate.
Yeah.
So, Azra, you said you were going to scry someone else?
Yes. That's my last scrying, but yeah.
I'll say it's nighttime, definitely, by this point.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, so I'm scrying baby brother to see if he's still alive. Like, we're coming, bud, I promise.
It doesn't work.
Oh, shit. Well, that's cool. I'm just gonna kind of sit there playing with the bowl. I don't know what to do now.
All you see is murky water.
Okay.
For like a second.
I scryed on him and it didn't work, but he probably just resisted it, I think. I don't know. I need to rest and try again.
It could also be
you're not familiar with.
If you have a description of them, or like if you know what they look like.
There could be many reasons it failed. He could resist it.
It could have been that he resisted it. It could be. These aboleths are powerful creatures. There's a chance some of them even has wizard spells. Perhaps he was standing too close to one that had non-detection cast on him.
That probably is what it is.
You could also just be like in a dead magic zone. There's a lot of those in this land.
Also that.
Yeah.
Like a really high number.
I have a couple.
What the hell happened because that?
Spells left I could use as scrying if you wanted me to try, but I would need a description of him or something that was his.
Looks like Azra.
Actually, he doesn't. He doesn't really look that much like me, apart from the fact that he's a tiefling.
So exactly like
you could use prestidigitation to make like a little image of him or minor illusion.
That's
little
true.
Tiny hologram.
Yeah, that's cute. I'll do that.
Yeah, you're
so you see, well,
you're in a world of magic. You don't need art to make a good face description for the police or anything.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I'll make an image of him, though it's probably the little hologram probably looks like him like a couple of years ago, which is how she remembers him. So you see like a scrawny little dude. He's like 5 years younger than Azra, so at the time probably like maybe 11 or 12, but he's kind of scrawny like she is, like no muscle, no nothing on him.
Noodle arms.
Yeah, he looks noodly.
Got it.
But he's got pale blue skin, blue eyes, blue horns. And he's kind of got like a perma furrow of the eyebrows. Like no matter what expression he's doing, he's kind of frowning at the same time. Yeah.
Got it.
That's what he looks like.
He's like a DBZ character, you know, I just can't help it. I just
Yeah. And he has the same kind of like spirally pattern to his horns, but they kind of go back a little bit as opposed to Azra's, which are like straight up.
His horn's different.
My spell save DC is 20. Because I have seen a picture of him.
I don't have anything that was his, unfortunately.
-2 to the save.
Ironically,
so
we weren't that close.
22.
You sure blood?
No, the
Give him
DC
blood.
the DC for them is now an 18 instead of 20.
I had actually wondered about that.
You get the same result, Varth.
Okay.
If
The
blood
same
from a
thing
family
happened.
member will count for the spell.
The same thing happened, Azra.
Okay.
I'm thinking
That
it has
makes me
something to
nervous.
do with the aboleths.
I think you must be right. Because it would fail like outright if he was dead. Like it would be different, right?
Right.
It would be a different fail.
Yeah.
So
Actually, if he had passed, his soul would have gone to the afterlife. We would have gotten the afterlife.
I don't know that that's the way it
is
works.
that how scrying works? I don't know.
I don't think so.
We would have
Scrying
gotten
isn't
where he
No,
ended up.
no, it would have automatically
Okay.
failed Varth because they would be on a different plane,
Oh, right. Sorry.
and he can't cross planes.
Oh, that would be
However, Varth,
that'd be crazy.
I noticed.
You go to the afterlife to see a family member to make sure they're dead, and you scry them there.
It's
Oh,
the
yeah.
only way to have done it. To
Yeah,
have gone where
that's the
you
way you
think
would do it.
they're going to end up.
Interesting.
The Varth, you did scry on somebody before Azra described your brother. Who did you scry on?
Varth's expression
I
of
rolled it.
concern for
I
Azra's.
rolled a 21 insight check.
Varth's expression. Varth's expression of concern for Azra's brother becomes a somber look on his face.
You hear crickets outside.
My wife and daughter. Before I was a merchant, I wanted to know if they were still alive.
Morty starts making biscuits in your lap because I don't know what else to do.
How long
They-
ago?
They are older now, but I have gone through several transformations. I'm unsure she would even recognize me. My voice is relatively similar, though. My accent
would-
is gone.
She would recognize the inside, not the outside. That's what matters.
They are in Kalimshan, just outside the city. Apparently, they're goat farmers now that my business is no longer successful. I was a merchant before I was a druid. Well, before I was a Yanti.
How long has it been since you've seen him?
It has been a long time. I lived a lifetime as a Yanti before I met you. I don't even remember the time. It's difficult to tell. It could have been 10 years. could have been 15.
Yeah, it might be hard describing your daughter if you don't remember what she would look like now.
She was there. I heard her voice.
That's rough.
I recognized her eyes. They used to be the same eyes I had several eyes ago.
Do you want to go there?
If we have time.
We always have time.
We always have time for family birth.
I wish I had teleport. I could teleport you directly there, as I've seen the location and I'm familiar with.
You can borrow my boots.
Your boots
Actually,
teleport?
yeah, they can.
Why do you think I've been teleporting?
He doesn't know the spell. He knows
I got boots. Boots and boots and boots and boots and boots.
Well, there are cats as well.
We should.
God. Stop beatboxing. We're talking about backstory.
Oh, got it.
Should we rest first, though? Since
Yes, please.
Well, he's also got to attune to the boots.
Yeah, you have to attune, and you both have spent quite a few high-level spell slots.
Morty is like biscuits in the boots.
Oh my god.
Am I at my max attunement? I think I'm just
Yeah, probably, definitely.
It's temporary.
I'm almost certain that I am. All right.
Yeah.
Since we're not really
I know
going
you
into
have this-
battle today, I'll unattune from the wand of the war mage so that I can attune to the boots.
All right.
I'm not exactly going into battle while visiting my wife in Kalimshan, farming goats on the outskirts of the city.
By the time you do that, Varth, it has gotten... Well, what happened to the camera?
Kevin's looking at a map.
For some reason, I thought like the camera got knocked upwards, and I was looking at
No.
the ceiling. I'm like, what happened?
Your
Cormier.
corner.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Sea of Fallen Stars.
Oh shit,
okay.
that's actually
Neat.
not horribly far away.
No, I mean, it is,
It's
but
stretched.
Especially if you have a ship.
it's inland. Actually, you would need to walk
There are rivers that
more
connect
than you would
the sea with
teleport.
other seas, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. That's just fucking.
That river goes to a mountain. That river goes to a mountain. That river goes to a swamp. No, there are not.
Not from the west, heading east.
Not
into
from nothing that connects to the Sea of Swords.
there. No, Sea of Fallen Stars.
Right. Nothing connects the two seas.
That's the thing. We have a ship that can plane shift. Or we have a person that can plane shift a
Right.
ship.
Right. Theoretically,
So we could
just plane shift
theoretically
the ship
bring it to this sea.
What
Right.
do you have? Well, we have a plane shifter.
there. We have a plane shifter that can drag ships with him, as well as wizard houses.
I'm missing a part on that. But
It is a nice, warm summer night.
I got all
As
these
you
maps.
all
I might as well
take
use them
your-
occasionally.
Take your rest. And Varth is the last one to go to bed because of the unattuning and reattuning to things. And as you are attuning to that,
Tuna.
there is a wagon that goes through the town, but the horses are going in mid-trot, and they are not going at full speed or anything. But they go straight through the small village. That's the only real thing you notice this night before you guys go to sleep. Heading the same way you guys were.
Well, towards Candlekeep,
Mm-hmm.
right?
And we'll end the session there.
Yeah. You okay?
This one zoomed into Borders and Candle
Oh, nice.
for next time.
So, as I predicted, I prepped for Candlekeep, and we never got to Candlekeep.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Somebody had that backstory.
I wanted to go see my family because I knew if we went to Candlekeep, we would never make it back here.
But
We
got
also
good
threw in the
backstory.
whole robbing us of our ship real quick. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that took
Yeah,
Wow,
you had a fun
longer
little adventure in Baldur's Gate.
right.
we're 20th level now, right? That was emotion. Peak leveling emotion.
I don't know if we
Mhm.
got enough XP from repairing Dagger's house and straightening up her chimney.
It was the emotional investment.
Does anyone have any plugs before we call it a night?
Tomorrow is Waterdeep. I think we're gonna be figuring out what the hell we want to do next.
Mhm.
I have no idea what that's gonna be.
Last week was actually a side quest where they played the kids and met the Rat King.
We're gonna destroy the Black Network. That's what we'll do.
Oh yeah. Then Friday's
yes, Friday is corruption. Hopefully we'll be bringing passion back. We will definitely be bringing passion back. Yeah. And that Friday is actually Vex's birthday, so go wish her happy birthday on that day when we stream.
Happy Resurrection Day.
Yeah, happy birthday and happy Resurrection Day. Yeah.
Scotty, you got some stuff during the week, I think?
I'll go last. Madi.
Nope, Maddie's fine.
Okay.
See the chat.
Oh, right.
Apparently her roommate is being quite loud.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so Blake.
Stay tuned. After the Trackless Sea is over, we take a trip to the future, the extreme future. Hopefully I'll have a really cool prop by then so that it's less normal when I do this plug. Yeah, so stay tuned. It'll be the extreme future.
Yeah.
Of dark matter. And
yes.
If you like this show and any other shows you see on this channel, it'd be cool if you subscribed or followed or whichever one you're on
Twitter
or YouTube. And you can follow all of us on Twitter. We talk about D&D stuff and post memes, so that's great. And we'll head to Candlekeep for realsies this time. Next time.
Heck yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Ciao. Bye.
Boots and cats, boots and cats.